see. There it is. I'm recording. Now this is the part that starts. Oh, this is where it starts for YouTube. In about eternal months. Okay, let's see how this starts.
On the western edge of the Far East.
Thank you for subtitles, because I'm deaf sometimes.
Lies a peaceful country of spirit mediums and mystery.
Ooh.
The kingdom of Khurain.
Oh, is that how it's written? In Spanish it was like Khurain.
Flames of revolution.
Or is it like something else?
Threatening to consume it whole.
Or is it like a whole other thing? What?
But things like revolt and
revolution. Ah, police. My favorite.
The furthest things from my mind when I first arrived in this land.
Still have that. But who the this person looks important. But what happened to his eyes? They got so small. The foreign turnabout. Oh, let's see this game. Ooh, time to try and voice act. The hell is that thing? Here in Khurain, death is not the end. Even after death, the soul is on in the Twilight Realm, the Twilight Zone, and the priestess can commune with the spirit of the dead. Fear not death. In the name of Holy Mother, the Holy Mother. Fear only the impurities of your soul. Well, that's an impurity. Did this guy kill him with this blight on my soul? I'll have the child take the blame. Why does... Is he... I don't know how to explain it, but he reminded me of fucking Jesus. Between the beard, the hair, and the thing on the head, I don't know how to call it. The only thing that didn't was the painting. Okay. April 23rd, 4:26 p.m. Kingdom of Khurain. Was it like called like Khurain technique because it's come from Khurain? Oh, finally here. So this is the Kingdom of Khurain, huh? What a long trip. I wonder how many hours I was in the air. But look at this place. Phoenix tourist. Get out of this street. It feels like I'm in another world here. That's a long ass staircase that Phoenix is going to go up and down. Probably and there's going to be a gag about it, isn't it? Okay. That gorgeous temple. I read that's the center of the town. Is he here for tourism or does he have anything to do? Oh, Nox! Right in the middle of the street. I have to take a picture of that. Hey, excuse me, sir. I don't know what kind of bird that is. I've never seen anything like it. It's quite aggressive, it has something said. Excuse me, sir. What? Oh, yes. Pardon me, but are you Mr. Wright? Yes, that's right. Hey! Oops, hope he hasn't been trying to get my attention all this time. Wait a minute, that you? That's right. Oh, fuck, I'm going to mess that up so much. Give me a second to both close the door fully because it's slightly open. That means that a slight sounds can get in. And me no like slight sounds. That's right. I'm Albit Urgait at your service. I think it's Aldis. No. I'm a monk in training at the Temple. Temple! Fuck off! I'll be your guide around town. very nice to meet you. Happiraki. Happiraki. Happy? Happy what now? Happiraki. That's how you greet people here in Kurain. It's like hello or how do you do? It's a pretty handy expression to know. Yeah, let me give it a try. Hello, I'm Phoenix Wright. Happiraki. That feels sweet. Happiraki thing. Whatever. Happy Lucky. My name is Phoenix Wright. I run a small law office. Well, that's what I do back home anyway. But now I'm just a traveler, a stranger in a strange land. Oh, that's his hair! Welcome to our country. Welcome to the Kingdom of Kurain, land of spirit mediums and mystery. This is for you. Celebrate your arrival. Speaking of mystery, what is this mysterious green lamp exactly? Allow me to explain. This is a famous Kurainese sweet bun. It's called a Magataman. Magataman. Or soul bun. It's shaped like a Magatama. So Jamil send your soul right to the Twilight Realm. That doesn't make it look exactly eager to try it. Thanks. I think I'll do it later. That will be 20 damas. Thank you for your patronage. To pay? I always have plenty of those on hand, so just let me know if you ever want any more. No wonder his back looks so heavy. It's stuffed with all the tools of his trade. Oops, I almost forgot to tell you something really important. It's about Miss Maya. She can't come see you for a few days yet. Oh. I thought they were going to put like this child in like the... how do I say? Like accused. But apparently not. Apparently... maybe Maya, probably, at this rate. Yeah, when I called her from the airport, she said she was still training up in the mountains. Oh, okay. Told her I'd wait for her here. By the way, I was glad to hear she's in good spirits. Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium who used to work as my assistant. Thought that you were going to use like a painting model. Came all the way here to celebrate the end of her aesthetic training with her. Oh. Alibi. Wait, is he a joke on alibi? Is his name... I mean, probably pronounced alibi, but... Alibi. Is his name like alibi? Is he literally called alibi? And I've been mispronouncing it. Probably, and that sucks. Alibi. I'm going to keep saying alibi unless I'm proven... unless I'm told it's the other way. It's my first time in this country, so I'll be counting on you, okay? You got it, sir. Please don't hesitate if you need anything at all. That was right when she told me I could leave everything to your capable hands. Ah, shucks, she said that. That was sure nice of her. The chance to show Miss Maya around a little bit too. There's one person Maya was. Whereabouts is me. Because we both know trouble likes to follow you wherever you go, she said. Yeah, your worries too much. No, she doesn't, Phoenix. But you sure came early to the party, Mr. Wright, sir. I mean, Miss Maya won't be done with her training for another 2 weeks. I hate to admit it, but I came early because I was worried about her too. Oh, well, you know, I thought I'd get in a little sightseeing first. Oh, sightseeing! I'm your man for that. I'll show you all the best sights in this country has to offer. Thanks, that would be great. I guess Alibi takes this just very seriously. Well, what are you waiting for? Those sites aren't going to see themselves. Okay, that's funny. Hey, you don't have to shove. Here, stop. Temple. Right there in the center of the town. This is something I really want to show you. Yeah, but wait. Thank God that isn't her, because I'm here and it's horrible. April 23rd, 4:45 p.m. Temple Plaza. Wow, it's even more impressive. It's even more impressive up close. Allow me to explain. This is the heart of our town, Temple. It was created by the founder Kuraishimin, of Kuraishimin, the Holy Mother herself. I'm training right here at this temple to be a monk someday. I read that the people in this country are all adherent of Kuraism. According to my guidebook, it's a religion in which ancestral spirits are venerated. The Holy Mother was a great spirit medium who could commune with our ancestors' souls. And spirit mediums become queen to this day, direct descendant of the Holy Mother. Spirit medium rules the entire country, huh? Talk about power and influence. The main thing you want to see when you come to the temple is the Dance of Devotion rite. The Dance of Devotion rite takes place twice, once in the morning and once in the afternoon. It is done along with a song of ceremonies performed in offering to the Holy Mother. The Dance of Devotion has the power to summon forth souls of grace and with it. Hold it! No, wait. Hold it! Slow down! I remember all of that at once. Oh, I'm sorry. Guess I got a little overexcited. Anyways, the main thing I got from all that is that you really love your country. Well, that's sure too. I like this kid. He pours his heart into everything he does. Let's see, I guess I'll just explain half of what I usually explain. So I'll give you a special discount and only charge you 10 damage for the tour fee. Thank you for your patronage. Yes, he pours his heart into aggressive salesmanship too. Come to think of it, Miss Maya told me she could tell I love my country too. We stood here about an hour while I told her all about the Holy Mother. Really? An hour? That concert and patience training. She seemed really interested too. She listened to my whole speech. Doesn't sound like the Maya I know. It's Maya so kinda nice. She treats me really well, like a little brother. She's kinda like a big sister to me. This is Maya for you're talking about, right? Maybe she's grown up since I last saw her. Clang. 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 Oh no! What's the matter? It's time already. We have to hurry into the temple right away. First, let me give you this lyrics card for that song of ceremony I told you about. There's an English translation of the lyrics there too. So give me a read, okay? Let's go. But why the big rush? If we hurry, we'll make the beginning of we'll mean the beginning of her benevolence dance of devotion. Her benevolence? The queen. Phoenix, don't be dumb. I think. And the door opened. Because a spirit lives in it. And dragons attack at battle. I don't think I can make this justice with my own voice. And with my, singing capacity. And god damn is that phrase long. But they're stopping at every syllable in... Wait, I wonder, if it being sung is like a made-up language? Or is it like an actual language there is and I'm not... Oh, they're going to get her like, you are under arrest! She's going to be our first defendant. I mean, police are going in here. Are we going to have to defend ourselves?
Your guy, you're under arrest for treason.
Is it us? Or the queen? Oh, no, of course the boy. They said the child after all. That look is filled with damn hate. She went from not caring to like indifference to I want this child to be burned in a stake. April 24th, 10 a.m., High Court of Kurain. Accused lobby. Oh, let me in. Why won't you let me in? Because you're a foreigner. What business could you have with this court? I told you my friend is on trial in here. Police raided a temple in the middle of the dance performance yesterday and arrested Alba on suspicion of treason. I was sorry about Alba, so I just had to come to his trial. Trial is a tourist attraction, so clear off. Got a picture for your scrapbook. Take one of me and get out of here. Look, you got it all wrong. Just great. Well, I guess there's only one thing I can do. Don't angry right now. I'm a lawyer. Yes, I'm a foreigner, but I'm not your average foreigner. What? I'm actually a lawyer. At home, anyway. What? A lawyer? I can't. That's not possible. What's he so shocked about? Oh, whatever. Not my chance. Nothing wrong with a lawyer entering the court, right? But get back here, you. Yeah, I said it right. Yay! Oh, we just enter. How medals plating? The Chinese courtroom. What's up with that expression? Is there no? Wait, isn't that her benevolence? What's she doing here in the court? Oh, please don't tell me it's going to be a mechanic. The elimination season has been performed. I will now hand down my verdict against the accused. Is the whole game going to take place in here? What? Verdict already? The trial only just started. Guilty? Could have been some kind of mistake. Please take another look. Season's performance by Princess Raifa are infallible. They only show the truth. What right do you have to question her abilities? But I didn't. Is it going to be called Payne? No. It's just Payne who just came here and got all rich from being, like, useless, but still getting paid. Isn't it ironic that you at about a hand of Crescent would dare doubt her insight? Non-believers will only make suffering the Twilight Realm, you know. But I didn't do it. Benevolence, allow me to explain. I beg you. Be silent, impudent whelp. There is no merit to be had in indulging the ramblings born of a criminal unclean soul. But what in the world is going on here? Judgment is ruling based on something called divination seasons? What is Albiaton doing? Ah, not existing. Wait a minute. Where is Albiaton? What is happening? Didn't do anything wrong. Foolish child. Doubting that divination seasons is tantamount to doubting the Holy Mother herself. Your Majesty, as royal priestess in the name of the Holy Mother, I command you. Impose the highest penalty against this unclean soul. As you command, so shall it be done, your benevolence. May her holiness grant us a divine favor. Udihara Kurain! Ah, it's Kurain, no. There we are. What? But just one moment. You are... me, my big mouth. Now what? Mr. Wright, what are you doing here, sir? Oh, I mean, now I have to do this right. Your Honor, it's too soon to give your verdict. This trial has only been underway for a few minutes. Excuse me? What on earth are you? Well... an ordinary tourist, Your Honor, just passing through. Oh, tourist, are you? Happy Kari. Happy Iraqi. More importantly, where is this boy's defense attorney? Defense attorney? What are you talking about? He doesn't need a defense attorney. Wait, what? Of course you wouldn't be aware, being foreign and all. But we have no need for defense attorneys in here in the kingdom of Kurain. Kurain. I'm going to say Kurain, but Kurain makes more sense with the apostrophe thing. Whatever. We'll leave it all to her benevolence, sacred power of spirit communion. Her divination of seasons, there we know. What? But surely... God damn it, my phone I always... See how unfair that is? You're in the insane court, are they? Running here. You dare mock me, you barb-headed buffoon? If you value your life, you will leave post-haste, or shall I summon the bailiff? Bailiff is that big scary dude with a big scary gun, isn't he? I'm sure he would be happy to oblige you with a bullet or two as a souvenir of your travels. Because of a normal at work, no doubt. No, hold on, Mr. Wright has nothing to do with any of this. I'll buy. I appreciate what you're trying to do, Mr. Wright, but never mind about me. Just go ahead and go to see Miss Maya. But forget me, you have to go now. I'm sure you can find another guide. There are lots more places I wanted to show you, but looks like I won't get a chance now. I'm sorry. Kid is trying to put on a brave face, but look how terrified he is. I mean, right now, what good could Maya do? I mean, I don't saying I ain't about to say she isn't important or anything, but I don't think she'll be of much help in here unless she knows any kind of legal trick, which isn't the Maya I know, but she changed. So I'm going to go with defend Albai because I think he's going to die if I don't. And if it's the wrong option, just let the verdict be handed down with nobody standing in Albai's corner. If Albai doesn't have a defense attorney, then I'll do it. I'll defend him. Defend him? You can't be serious. Did you eat that? You're out of his mind. And for the beat. Defend me, Mr. Wright. What are you saying? You can't do that. I most certainly can. Don't worry, I'm quite used to tackling all sorts of trials. Besides, can you imagine how furious Maya would be if I let anything happen to you? Mr. Wright. We're but a naive tourist ignorant of our ways. But if you're smart, you will heed my advice. Do not pursue this matter any further. Looks like defending somebody is easier said than done in this country. Bailiff, throw this man out. Your Majesty, if you please. You have something to say, Mr. Payne? Oh, he's like mad at me because we like fucked all his family. So yeah, it makes sense. He's going to want to make a trial. Why not allow it, Your Majesty? Why not have him defend the accused? Could prove very interesting, right, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Right, Mr. Whoever you are. Oh, prosecutor, you're acquainted with this traveler? He's my rival. That's Chief Prosecutor, Your Majesty. And yes, I'm acquainted with him. He's a defense attorney from my native land. Native? How is it pronounced? Native. Sorry. Pardon? How is it?
Native.
Na-
Native.
native. No. Like in the pronunciation thing, doesn't even show it is native. In the native. Sorry. I've dealings with him in the courtroom before. I've been henceforth to Betsy. What, Mr. Wright? You are a defense attorney? Defense attorney? Well, this is a shock. You may be surprised to hear that I have more than 10 years of experience. Yes, there aren't that many lawyers around here. Your Majesty, would you kindly allow us to proceed in the matter of my own country? But Mr. Payne, I've already made a ruling in this case. Call it nostalgia if you will, but I'm most eager to give it a try. I have a previous engagement, you see, classed together with the missus. Your Majesty, I read we should have a whack at it. It sounds amazing. A score of years have passed since we last saw a defense attorney in this courtroom. Score of 20 years? What's the deal with this country? I mean, looks pretty militarized. I don't like it personally. Looks creepy. In terms of being so militarized, like the bailiff having like fucking rifles. You get a gun, like a pistol, but a fucking rifle. What the hell are you keeping here? Mr. Payne, if you want that barbed head brought to me in a stick. Oh, no, I read it wrong. Mr. Payne, I want that barbed head brought to me on a stick. As you wish, your benevolence. I, Chief Prosecutor Payne, will see to it myself. Well, Mr. Payne, if that's what you and her want, I will accuse. For the defense, I hope you're prepared for every eventuality. Every eventuality? What's he talking about? There, are you satisfied now, Mr. Wright? Yes, thank you, Mr. Payne. Sorry for not remembering you earlier. That's Chief Prosecutor of the Incredible Payne. As I'm also known in this country. Ah, the Incredible Payne. God, that's a good name. I'ma keep that. Like, I'm going to save it somewhere. Over the rainbow. No. You'll see soon enough just why that is. When you're forced to capitulate to me before this very court of the law. I see so strangely confident. And not only that, but sweet the gallery. To watch that the French attorney will try to twist the truth. You can bet on it. Get it, prosecutor. Or crush that defend devil. This is way more I hate than ever. Even back home. Well, I guess you need to keep the conflict up. No, if you would, please give your opening argument once again, Mr. Payne. Certainly, your majesty. The accused is charged with 2 crimes. Larceny and murder. What the fuck is larceny? I don't know larceny. Larceny, my friend. Ah, thievery. Yesterday, the Thundershot was stolen from the treasure room of the temple. In addition to the theft, 2 other things were discovered in the treasure room. The dead body of Mr. Pat Roll. Pat Roll? If that's a pun, I don't get it. Temple security guard and the empty treasure box that housed that up in which Mr. Roll was in charge of guarding. Believed that Mr. Roll was murdered by the thief who stole the treasure. Kill a guard with a gun was terrifying, Boltar. Couldn't agree more, Your Majesty. Please allow me to submit that evidence, the victim's autopsy report and crime photo. Here's what. Around noon, his head shows sign of being hit with a planner, okay? Temperature. Okay, next one. Put on new braces. And goddamn are they like tight around my teeth. My teeth are being crushed. The temple treasure room, the body was discovered at the base of the stairs to the altar.
It's been a long time since we had our evidence presented in court as well. But it's kind of refreshing, actually.
You may rely on the power of citizens, but our police is still carrying out our investigation. Our police. Thus, any proof I provide is indisputable. Oh, really? Well, forgive me if I don't just take your word for it. And check the evidence out myself by looking at them at the courtroom, at the court record. Okay, let's see it proper. 1 p.m. Cerebral contusion from a head injury. It seems like this was the blunt object. Why is his like hand covered in blood too? Whatever. Let's see just how thorough and you and your police were, Mr. Payne.
Such a deplorable crime. The audacity of stealing the sacred treasure of Her Holiness, our founding mother, is a crime that strikes at the very heart of our nation.
Exactly, Your Majesty. We mustn't let the culprit get away with these heinous deeds. Indeed, such deeds are best described as treason against the crown. Is this treasure really such a valuable object?
Can you not such a thing? Of course it is. I sealed within this very treasure is the very soul, the Mitama of the Holy Mother.
Your soul is sealed within the treasure? I think I'll take that with a grain of salt. Phoenix. Phoenix Wright. Your best... your best friend is a fucking medium. So don't go at me like, ooh. But... like, souls in an object? That doesn't sound real. You literally had a case with that in it, whatever.
You don't believe it, do you?
Of course I believe it. Something tells me I'd better play along. God damn it. I know this game, this is the title of the game, and...
This kind of irreverence is exactly why I dislike defense attorney so much.
No, Your Majesty.
What is it now?
This treasure, I've never seen it, so it's a little hard for me to imagine. Could I see a photo of it or something?
What the line these requests? Your defense attorney are truly beyond the pale.
He's been getting awfully angry with me, and who's paint popping out of his forehead? It's forbidden for anyone outside of the royal family to view the treasure itself. I say that anyone with the proper spiritual power would be blinded instantly. That's why the average person has never seen it, the treasure, Mr. Wright. Yes, there are national treasures that are off limits to the public back home too. For the benefit of the shamefully uninformed defense, let me share this newspaper article. It includes photos taken around 8 years ago when the treasure was unearthed. These are all the public photos of the other parks in existence. But somehow the treasure box only leaves the temple treasure but once a year, for the special New Year's rite that takes place at the palace. Before, this treasure box has only ever seen by a handful of people.
Here there's been a string of that lately of historic artifacts from the temple. Jesus Christ. Oh.
Right, Majesty, inexcusable theory of precious national treasures for personal gain. And the culprit is the accused.
Oh, so he used his position as a monk in training to get his hand on the treasure, is that it?
The accused's family is by no means wealthy. To help with family finances, he worked as a tour guide in addition to his aesthetic training.
Thank you for giving an excellent outline of the case, Mr. Payne. Now then, no more questions from the defense, I presume?
What? No, I do have questions.
Even more? Just a bunch. Well, make it snappy. My class is starting in just a few short minutes.
What? He's still planning on going onto that thing? There's still a lot I don't know about this case. I should ask now while I have the chance. Let's see, what else do I need to know more about? The weapon doesn't seem... Mr. Payne, what was the other weapon? The weapon was the treasure box itself. Yeah, I guessed it. Great. My teeth are coating. The empty treasure box left at the scene had a large blood stain on it.
What's really right? Reprehensible using the sacred treasure box for murder.
Oh.
The accused came to the treasure room with the express purpose of stealing the treasure. He climbed the altar stairs and snatched the box, ready to abscond with the treasure. But he was discovered by Mr. Roll, who had come to the room in the course of his rounds. After walloping Mr. Roll on the head with the treasure box, the accused forced the bloody cousin open and made off with the treasure inside.
But the defendant is just a little boy. I only think he would be able to hit the victim, a grown man, on the head.
A very good point, Mr. Wright. But I'm afraid that won't help you. The time of the crime, the accused was on the stairs leading up to the altar. The accused's elevated position would more than make up for the difference in stature.
Yeah, yes, it makes sense.
Mr. Payne, your reasoning is flawless. What an elegant argument. Hats off to you, Chief Prosecutor. Your title is obviously well earned.
No, yeah, it was the judge.
Your title is obviously well earned. Well, accused guilt is certainly conclusive. Unless there's anything else, I'm ready to announce my verdict. Very well, in that case, I find the accused. Just one moment, Your Majesty. Do you think you are rushing verdict just a little bit? I told you, I have plans to attend to and... No! Right, I'm right. Alright, it's alright, started. How did time fly so fast?
He's still stuck on that? I haven't even reached the defendant's side of the story yet. When I see the defense asserts its right to cross-examine the defendant. Huh? Did you say something funny?
Cross-examine the... What do you mean by that?
What? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean?
Seem to have some dim recollection of the process, but I can't quite recall.
A little wonder. The so-called defendant hasn't been questioned in over 20 years. Should he even be surprised anymore? Anyways, I demand we let the defendant or the accused tell his side of the story.
Is that really necessary?
Of course it's necessary, Your Majesty. What harm could it do? Say we allow the boy to speak, Your Majesty. Though I doubt he'll have anything of relevance to say. Oh, how can I feel your royal pain? This... Penis... Ha! No. Pain is captive.
I will eat you. I will eat your ribs. I will eat them all. Very well, as long as it's okay with you, Mr. Payne. I'm already hopelessly late for my class anyway.
In that case, the prosecution calls the accused back in the witness stand.
Oh, but before we do, I'd better call my wife and apologize for missing that class. Any objections?
Oh, for it, Your Majesty. Q, state your name and occupation again, if you would. Alibi your guide. No, it wasn't a joke about alibi. It's a joke about I'll be your guide. Fuck. Man of puns, but Jesus Christ.
How many puns per minute does this game have? It's going to kill me. I'm trying to be a monk. I'm a tour guide too. Oh, why me? No, where were we? Cross-examining the defendant, Your Majesty. Right. Let's do that then. The defense attorney insistence, I might add. Sounds a little dispirited. That's why I must have given him a piece of her mind. Well, the defense had better got it now. Get to it now and make it quick, if you please. The defense? It's right. Did you know you were a lawyer? Oh, I am. I'm here to defend you, Albay. I'll be. Don't worry. All you have to do is tell me the truth and you'll be alright. You tricked me. Huh? If I knew you were a lawyer, I wouldn't have given you that tour. Give me back that Magatama man I gave you yesterday. Albay, what's gotten into you? Don't talk to me. You disgust me. Not even Albay is against me. But why? This must be a new experience for you, Mr. Wright. Being lauded by a client. Oh, don't think. Trust me, Payne, you don't know the half of it. Now then, accused. Please give the court your testimony. Incident occurred around noon, during the break between morning and afternoon dances of devotion. I want you to tell the court what you were doing around that time. Alright. No. Nice. Is the game going to have this whole aesthetic? I mean, not against it, but damn. Accused account. Did kill Mr. Ron, I didn't steal the treasure. Not allowed to go anywhere near the treasure room. Never even seen that treasure box with the green Koreanese butterfly on it. The incident happened. I was in the hallways planning out my toilet route. Okay, we found... I already seen some contradiction. Were you well acquainted with the victim? Yes, he used to chat with me whenever we ran into each other in the temple. Mr. Roll was a monk in training when he was a kid too, you know. But Albay looked after him. But he had to give that up, not to work when his family needed money. That's why he became a guard. But it's that way he could still stay on at the temple. He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box. He could carry the box for the palace for the new year's rite. Victim's parents apparently both died relatively young. Jesus Christ! So Mr. Roll had to support his younger brothers and sisters as well. But even with his job and security guard, I'm sure things couldn't have been easy for him. Sounds like his circumstances and Albay was very similar. The Roll encouraged me to never give up. Albay, you'll train hard, make sure you become a monk one day. Don't end up like me, he said. He was always cheating me on in my training and in my tour guide business too. I never would want to kill a nice man like that. Yes, I see. You express yourself well. Friends, now you heard the accused account, you're finally satisfied? So let's draw this to an expeditious conclusion. But you might see, you haven't even cross-examined the defendant yet. That wasn't the end of it. It's been so long I don't really recall what this cross-examining thing was all about. Judge who doesn't know what a cross-examination is? What fresh hell is this? Do you wish could remember how it works? Should I give the judge a refresher on cross-examination? Not necessary. I better save my breath. The judge doesn't exactly seem like a model student. I'll just have to watch and see how it's done. Yeah, skip the tutorial. Thank you for that, by the way, game. I didn't think you'd do it. Accused account. Oh, we're back at points. That I didn't expect. Yeah, I can't have time to.
Objection!
There we go. Oh, but why would you lie to me? So you said you never laid eyes on the treasure box. Is that right?
That's right. It's forbidden, so I never do that. In that case, how did you know there was a green butterfly on it? Huh? Because I saw the pictures of it in that newspaper article. Nope. Take another look. These photos are in black and white. Couldn't possibly tell what colors the butterfly is from these pictures. Hold on, it's bad. Did it just move? Polkunka! Beg your pardon? Polkunka. It's a word in Kuranese that people use when they're surprised. You're supposed to lie, so this is the power of cross-examination, is it? Should be the one shocked here by your shocking lack of understanding. But just a moment. The accused was lying. Then that makes him even more suspicious than ever. And this just makes things worse for me than ever. Albay, you're hiding something. Please give all the true statement. I can't help you if you don't tell the truth. Darn, just can't seem to get him to open up to me. So accused, you have seen the treasure box with your own eyes after all, haven't you? Well, maybe I did take a picture one time a long time ago when I was cleaning the treasure room. But you weren't in the treasure room at the time of the incident, right? Of course I wasn't. Objection! Oh, it's a nice objection. That's the objection that I had in mind for this guy. That's a lie. Well, I already heard him say objection. Yeah, I prefer the other one that I think of it, but whatever. I won't be nitpicky. We're most definitely inside the treasure room on the day of the incident. And I have proof. It does? This was found on the floor of the treasure room. It was a scroll entitled Notice and contains a list of temple monks' duties. These instructions pertain to the day of the incident. What exactly is that supposed to prove? The accused's fingerprints were found on the scroll. What? Oh no! Why is it not here? I must have dropped it in somewhere. Indeed, you must have dropped it when you were busy murdering the victim. Oh no. That means I was there on the day of the incident. So this is the power of cross-examination. Before the accused talks, the guilty or he paints himself. Yes, it would seem so, Your Majesty. I completed my argument and had evidence ready to refute it. Hopefully that's supposed to help the accused. See, I told you can trust a lawyer and their lies. But it's already said the kid's guilty. Just put him guilty and get over with. No, everything's going all wrong. Shadow, what do I do? Suspected this examination has served no purpose whatsoever. No, you're wrong. I must swear with her benevolent insight there's no reason to doubt his guilt. Then I guess I'll just have to poke holes in this inside of hers. Why, this didn't prove to be very interesting at all, Mr. Payne. Nevertheless, we'll now find it alone, baby. You were laughing, asshole! Don't lie to me! See. Wait just one moment, Your Majesty. Haven't seen the divination seasons for myself yet. The defense have the right to check it. It's not really necessary. I have to get home and apologize to my wife. Yes, she really did give him the business. Your Majesty, I justly support having Mr. Right see the seasons. You do? Why is that, Mr. Payne? My voice went and cracked. Did you want to see it? See a lawyer being utterly crushed by the power of the seasons? And then watch him tearfully beg for mercy? Oh no. Sure, it'll make up for not getting to go to that place with your wife. It certainly does sound worth seeing. Only give me a juicy tidbit to tell the missus. I've been reduced to a juicy tidbit.
Oh, for an interloper, I mean, you do have to see it for yourself to be convinced. Certainly unprecedented, but let's have the civilization scenes performed again. But then, right after the tearful begging, we really do have to be going. And the tearful begging is going to come from the persecutions when we're through. How pitiful the defense looks. Still currently desperately for a foothold. Blissfully unaware that the defeat and despair are all that await him. Is it going to be like a different thing, like a new feature? There she is, her benevolence. Your benevolence, Raifa Padma Kurain, thank you for coming all this way once again. Your gratitude isn't necessary. It is simply my duty. Barb-headed Atoni. Yeah? I am told you question the veracity of the Sacred Venation seasons. It would seem that the depth of your irreverence and blasphemy are lost on you. Yes, a foreigner, not on the ways and customs of this country. I apologize in advance for anything rude I might say or do, your benevolence. But I want a fair trial for Albai. It would simply imply that the trials of this country are unfair. To explain, outsider, how buried is founded on the truth imparted by the very souls of the dead lack impartiality. These fair out trials with no defense and no chance for the accused to tell their story. Do you speak to her benevolence in that manner? Did you hear that? Did you hear how he talked to her benevolence? What do he knows about anything? You're an outsider. You won't stand for it. He must be punished. Yes, looks like I really stuck my foot in this time. Punish him. Oh, I don't even need to see anything. Oh, apparently. Silence! No, silence. Silence, one and all. She standing up for me. Be no disquieted, my people. He merely expresses your opinion. Oh well, looks like her benevolence is going to be more reasonable than I thought. Tonies are ghastly creatures with souls stained by black raisin and truths. The words of a lowly worm such as that are no worth throwing yourselves over. Alright, take that back. No, I take that back. Notice his probably can sway from the truth of my insight. Rest assured, he will soon see the error of his foolish ways. Then your benevolence, divination citizens, if you would. Certainly. My rope. Naina, best character. It's a speedster.
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name.
A seance? Yeah, I have been mispronouncing it this whole time. I'm so sorry.
Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's
Thank you for
soul
taking my
to
job
me,
away, Gabe.
so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Okay, new feature. Let's see it. So the Dance of Devotion also has the power to show the memories of the dead? I mean, it makes sense with the being related to Kurain. But I didn't think they, like... I know they were able to, like... How's the word? Like, canalize. That's the word. It hasn't been almost been used during the last 2 games. Still. I hope we don't have to see this every time though. Because I can understand, like, yeah, this is the first time we see this mechanic, so it has to be like cool. But if it goes like this every time, it's going to be like the special attacks in Eyes of Heaven. And now my neighbors are like hammering. Okay, let's see the memory. Water bubble. Incienso. Incienso. Wait, ceremony. Oh. Pain. Oh. What just happened? Much appeared in the pool? Royal message from the victim's soul. The last communication of his Mitama. Mission season since has relieved. I'm going to put in the translator because I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry about that. Besides, I get to wait. No, it isn't. Oh, it's. Is it like? No, I don't want to put in this like. Oh, let's see.
Seance.
Seance. Was Seance. I heard it before, but I didn't remember it proper. The vision of Seance has revealed this to us. Here, Benevolenska used her power of spirits communion to project a victim's memory of the last few moments before their demise. What we saw in the pool was Mr. Roll's experience. The victim's memory, we see that the accused is raising a weapon over his head. This is consistent with the findings of the police investigation. There has to be some kind of mistake. I didn't do it. This looks bad for O'Brien. Really, really bad. Now, do you see why I'm the incredible pain? More than I can express. But even if those are really the victim's last memories, what can I do with them? It's this face of a man being utterly crushed. Oh, how long I've waited to see it! Isn't it wonderful, gratifying your majesty? Oh, yes, very satisfying indeed. Oh, are you finally convinced, traveler? The accused is the most assured guilty. We really did only in past 1 year. Now then, I think we've been amused enough. To give up now, I would even invoke the Defense Culpability Act against you. You'll be free to slink back into your own country with it all, your tail between your legs. Defense Culpability Act? What's that? What? You mean you honestly don't know? Hey, no. I mean, it's with all the hubbub. I mean, I know Phoenix isn't like really like interested in all the knowing everything, but he really didn't like check on this kind of thing before going to a country. I mean, like, he is a lawyer. He should know. Like, he's going around the world. Well, not only is he a lying, black-hearted lawyer, he's also an imbecile. Your Majesty, I think you'd better explain the Defense Culpability Act to him. Yes, I think it'd be better. The Defense Culpability Act, or DC Act, for short, is as follows. In the name of Her Eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. In other words, if you held the accused by defending him and he's found guilty, you will receive the same sentence as he. What kind of law is that? The DC Act, many an attorney has been convicted and met with a grim fate. Some went to prison, others received the death penalty. That's why there are so few in our country today what need to be an attorney. That's as it should be. The history of our court proves that attorneys are black-souled creatures who will tell any lie to save the accused.
The attorneys deserve to be exterminated. Jesus! Wait. Wait. My mind has received a fucking punch to the head. I felt so much hostility coming at me from so many sides. I just remember, oh, there was like a project to, like, apparently to translate this game to Spanish. And I remember hearing the audio for this and it being a joke in my friend group. And how do I add this? I also thought of Daleks. I didn't put on the chat. What the hell? Deactivated on its own. Okay, let's okay. What have happened to make everyone feel this way? We'll learn halfway through. You fell right into a trap, Phoenix, right? Your win streak against me and my brother ends today. With the seasons of the DC act on my side, I'll finally get my revenge. That's what he was so eager to have me a defense alibi. Chased out and humiliated back home, fate brought to me by the foothills of Khura'in. I thank my lucky stars that I'm chief prosecutor here now. Friends, you know what? By rule that the accused is guilty, you will go to prison too. The exponent's alibi reactions earlier. But me, Mr. Right, what are you saying? You can't do that. Oh, that's a different tone of, like, flashbacks. Isn't a prison sentence a bit too lenient? After all, we're talking about treason. One should pay up such a crime with one's life. Yes, I believe the death penalty might be appropriate under these circumstances. Death penalty? No way! You're kidding, right, Your Majesty? No. I look like I'm kidding. I have to put your life and your dark taste and soul on the line here. This can't be happening. Court of Resignation. Our courts are well known as deaths. In this land where my systems provides the truth and no attorney can intervene, criminals know that all they can do is resign themselves to their fate. Oh, foreign lawyer, I ask you once more. Are you sure you still want to defend the accused? I hope that was heard. It's many to think of in all this too. I can't just lay down my life. What in the world should I do? Continue the defense, goddammit! I trust my client! Isn't this why I became a lawyer in the first place? Oh! Withdrawn! To help those with no one other than sight? I can just abandon everything I believe in. All I can do now is stand firm and fight! Well, don't hold your tears back on my account, Phoenix, right? Admit your fears and grovel over me, the chief prosecutor for your life. Even if it means being subject to the Defense Culpability Act, I will defend Albay. What? Mr. Wright? Bonk. Defendant insists he's innocent. Not even a divination assistance should be accepted without examination. Bolkunka! But if I'm found guilty, you'll get the death penalty too. But knowing that you'll still want to defend me? I don't know what happened in the past. It looks like everyone in this country considers lawyers to be liars. Lawyers, liars. So I can understand if you don't believe me. But I still believe in you, in your innocence. By the way, this music be bopping. So all I have to do is keep believing and find the truth. That's all there is to it. Barb-headed attorney, you continue to amuse me. Though your barb jars are proving to be more than mere jokes. Your benevolence? Believe me when I say that this attorney will knock your insides out. So disrespectful, Tony. That fucking pun. You'll have plenty of time to regret your folly in the Twilight Realm. Wise move, Dravenul. Not wise at all. Should have taken the chance I offered to save your life. But you have made your choice. The Defense Ability Act will be applied in this case. And with this break, you'll both soon be parting with your heads. Muerte! Oh no! Fuck, they didn't make so many jokes about it. Sorry, that went weird. Souls of the departed speak only the truth, but I give their message a voice. Okay, give me a second. I broke everything for a mere second. Souls of the departed speak only on the truth, only the truths, and I but give their message a voice. If you think my insights contain falsehood, I challenge you to prove it. Insight. Verify insight. The accused swung whatever he had who was holding down the victim's head. With the pain, the victim's vision went dark. This is when he lost his life. Still, I can't believe it. A murder after the morning dance? Victim experiences just before his death. Victim's final memories, we can assume they are lies. So how do I break this down? Allow me to relieve you of your innocence defense. Did you notice the words that appeared in the citizen's vision? Sorry. Come to think of it, I did see those words, like song, ceremony, and incense. God damn it, my... Wait. Okay, they are slightly hurt. Sorry about that. Where was I? Oh yeah. Victims' final memories are not limited to the sight alone. Sight, smell, taste, sound, touch is all laid bare in the pool of souls. So what Mr. Rowe experienced with his five senses appear in the visions as words, right? Precisely. And by examining these sensations, we can perceive the victim's final moments with unparalleled clarity. Works for me. I can use all the extra information I can get to find a contradiction between her insight and the citizen's vision. For evidence, I ask you that you please show me the citizen's vision again. Very well. Okay, incense. Looking at the back. Song ceremony. Saying something. The song is like being broken. Something up with the song. Especially with the time. There's one at the morning and one in the afternoon. A minute. The woman just said after the morning dance of devotion earlier, didn't she? So there's something enough about that? Here's this arrows. It's like the inside, I think it's off. Oh. Yes, this must be the inside that sounded funny. I'll just carefully compare this inside with this invitation. If I notice any sensation that seems contradictory, I'll tap select X. Select the part of the vision that contradicts the insight. I'll just select the sensation that I think is inconsistent and present. Oh no, I have to sound.
Objection!
Wait just a moment. Yes? What is it, Barbed Head? Oh, getting a fucking nickname in every game, are we? Well, fuck. You're saying the incident occurred after the morning dance of devotion, right? That's right. What of it? Then isn't it strange that Mr. Rogue would still hear the sound of ceremony? Oh my, you're absolutely right.
Is that all that troubles you? Huh? What the victim heard was just a practice run of the Song of Ceremony. Practice run? What are you talking about? Mr. Payne, if you would...
Certainly, allow me to explain. The incident occurred in the interval between the morning and afternoon dances. During that time, the singers were practicing in the performance hall.
Precisely. I was there as well, so I can corroborate this statement.
See, so what the victim heard was that practice session.
This was my contradiction. Okay, so they were practicing in this performance hall. This was the room when Alba and I saw her brothers dancing.
However, Mr. Payne, admit one detail troubles me. As a great, your majesty. It's a big temple, the performance hall and the treasure room are quite far from each other. Could that song really be heard all the way in the treasure room?
It's right, it's a pretty big temple.
Well, how about it, Mr. Payne? Your majesty, have you forgotten? There are speakers in every room in the temple, including the treasure room. Oh, that's right.
Speakers? For what purpose?
Are you serious, Mr. Wright? Not to broadcast the sacred music of the performance hall through the temple.
That's why the victim could hear the Song of Ceremony in the season's vision. What's the practice run going in the performance hall heard over the speakers?
Thank you for your explanation, your benevolence. That makes perfect sense even to a feeble-minded old man like me.
Think nothing of it.
Now, if you couldn't mind, could you please alter your insights for us?
Very well. Oh, this is kind of... I think I'm getting the hang of this. But by an inconsistency, she'll update her insight accordingly. So kind of how we updated the... God fucking damn it, now the bots are talking to me in goddamn chats. Fuck off. Sorry about that. I was stopped by Spicy. Spicy of Justice. Oh, damn, I should have put that name. Damn, that's a good name. Thank you, bot, for giving me that joke name. Spicy of Justice. That's a good one. Thank you. If I find an inconsistency, she'll update her insight accordingly. Like Athena's thing. So if I keep pointing out things, maybe I can knock out her insight out after all. Better find another inconsistency, no matter how small. It's hard to focus on the insight while the season's vision going on. Try using this pause button to pause it temporarily. There, pause the vision. You can touch the flashing panels to jump between different parts of the vision. Try moving the Mikatana mark to the flashing red panel there. Okay, now that I know how to get around in the sense vision, it's time to find an inconsistency between the insight and the vision. Okay, probably one of these two. Just somewhere he was holding down to the victim's head. But is that true? It is? Wait a minute. No, but still, if he lost his life, he wouldn't. Okay, I'm still going to with the side and the other thing. Probably going to go for side here. Oh fuck! Yay, lost! Inconsistency between the inside and the victim memories. Inconsistency, you say? And where is exactly do you see this supposed inconsistency?
Yes, offense, please be specific.
Well, I don't know how to specify. I can be exactly, but I just get the big feeling that something doesn't quite up, you know?
Oh, I don't know. I do know you're skating on thin ice, dear friends. By your lip, your benevolence.
Do it.
Penalty!
Go! No. I thought I was skating so gracefully on ice, on that ice too. I feel I was so way off the mark with that one. Better take another good look at the inside and the sensations. But there are many mistakes in the victim lack memory, so I must. One of her benevolence insights is off. Yeah. Okay, Phoenix. Don't need to tutorialize me further. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to pause it and save. Because I don't trust myself. It is. Because his sight went dark, yet he was still alive. You're saying that the victim's field of vision went dark after he was struck, correct? Of course, as anyone with eyes can see. Well, pardon me, but I must disagree. What? Benevolence, please take another look at the exact moment of the victim's fatal pain. Oh! Everything goes black and then, only after that, the victim feels pains. Conceivable! This places the order of events at odds with that what you... This places the order of events at odds with what you said happened.
My word! Bokulka! What is the meaning of this?
You cannot be wrong. My insights are beyond fallacy.
If what the defense says is true, this is a very grave matter indeed. Please forgive me your benevolence, but I'm afraid this contradiction is something we simply can't ignore.
Now, let's not be too hasty, Your Majesty. I think I can clear this up.
You have something to add, Mr. Payne?
1,000 apologies. Seems that prosecution has failed to make one tiny thing clear. And that would be... On the day of the incident, there was a power outage, a blackout in one part of the temple. And as I recall, the crime scene was in that sector. Power outage must be where the victim's field of vision went dark. I apologize for neglecting to tell the court this detail. I'm afraid it slipped my mind. Oh, this one, rather, you knew all along, and only letting it slip now. It's convenient. Pain. Power outage knocked out both the lights and the speakers. Oh, there was a blackout there, was there? Well, now, that explains everything. Doesn't that? What?
What do you mean, your benevolence? Please share your thoughts with us if you would.
The blackout occurred when the accused and the victim were faced with one another. Fearing the victims would flee under the cover of darkness, the accused swiftly brought his weapon down on the victim's head.
See, that makes perfect sense, your benevolence.
The victim was struck after the light went out. The depths of your insights are awe-inspiring, your benevolence. Give her a hand, everyone. Hold on, mate. Live long and prosper. I want to live long and prosper too. Enough applause. You flatter me.
Oh, your benevolence, in light of this new information.
Yes, of course. I will alter my insight. As for my inconsistency, at least I was able to draw out some new info. New info comes, chance to find new inconsistency. Now to compare the insights with the visions again and see what else I can dig up. Going to go probably here. Restart, but still, one can hear the song of ceremony. If the lights went out,
Objection!
how is the song of ceremony still playing? Yes, I finally found it. This is the gaping hole I've been looking for. Oh my, Phoenix, have you been looking for a gaping hole? Did it say gaping hole? Yeah, it said. I'm funny. No, your benevolence, as impressive of your spirit communal power is, it's not infallible. You never know when to stop talking, do you? Oh, believe me, he doesn't. But hey, that's how he wins. But by not shutting the hell up. Hope you realize your words are an insult to all adherents of heroism.
Friends, watch out what you say. If you don't mind that talk of yours, you won't have one left to mind.
It's certainly not my intention to insult spirit mediums, but maybe I'm not the one who needs to learn when to stop talking. What a malarkey. Yeah, I like malarkeys. Probably it's malarkey and I don't know. Probably. I believe you said a few moments ago that the victim could hear the song of ceremony thanks to the temple speakers. But then how do you explain how the victim could still hear the song of ceremony after the power went out? Oh! This contradiction of facts can only mean that the song of ceremony and Mr. Rohel was not coming from the speakers.
What? Impossible! What are you saying? So he heard was coming directly from the performance hall?
That's exactly what I'm saying. The only possible explanation.
But the scene of the crane was nowhere near the performance hall.
Right. Some couldn't make it all the way to the treasure room. Not unless... You mean to say... Yes, the treasure room was not the actual scene of the crime. Must have been somewhere else, somewhere closer to the performance hall.
What? Can't be serious.
There's a glaring contradiction in the claims of her evidence and the prosecution. Therefore, the defense insists that this case be thoroughly re-examined.
What? No. This is completely unprecedented. Inconsistent in Herbert Emily's insight. Unbelievable.
Heed not for his forked tongue, your majesty. These are but claims of a corrupt liar, feeble ruse from a feeble mind.
But the contradiction revealed by the defense is undeniable. We can't just turn a blind eye to it.
The defense assertion is, in the end, meaningless. Even the occasion of the murder turned out to be different. It doesn't change what we see in the moment of the murder. Indeed, the accused is standing right there in front of the victim. Furthermore, the murder weapon remains outraised above his head. An insight still stands. Wait a minute, but she's right. No, Phoenix! There are two glaring contradictions to the new place. First, his scroll. The scroll should be in the original one, not the new one. And secondly, we don't know what he's really holding. Season's vision still makes the situation look really grim for Albai. I doubt even the defense can be up an explanation as to why. He was set his hand over his head. Well, this defense dares to dream of making it out of this nightmare alive. What? You still insist on trying to tear down my insight, do you?
You'd better be prepared to back up your claim. Remember what will happen to that tongue of yours if we find out you're just wagging it? Of course I can back up my claims, just as soon as I think of something. You appear to be fully prepared, defense. As the embodiment of this court, I give you permission to try and prove your claim, as long as you're willing to stake your life on it. Concur, your majesty. Prepare to the tongue shears. Chop chop! Chop chop! Yes, that's after the bailiff to fetch them. Think a suitable place in the basement. Chop chop! Stop! Stop! He that lying lawyers have several tongues to spare. I'm sure he won't miss one. Yikes, these people are actually serious. When attached to my tongue, think, freaks, think! Other than to rest our opponent, why would Alibi have held his hand up like that? Aha! So that's why. Reason why the defendant has his hand up, or his head, can be explained by something in the crime photo. Explains why Alibi has his hand raised off his head. Gun. Right? I'm going to say it because I'm not sure. But it's probably gun. Gun! In the Seance mission, witnessed the defendant raise both of his hand over his head yesterday. You did? Why did you see such a thing? When the police had their guns trained on him as they made their arrest. Oh, what are you saying? Victim was a security guard and Norman wanted that. The defense proposes the victim has pointed his firing arm at Alibi. That's why the defendant's hands were raised in the air. Porkunka! She dead. Still, that would mean he still tried, at least to rob. Who would have thought the Season vision could be interpreted that way? Oh, gee! Probably you, too. It's not possible. It can't be. And but for total knockout. Let the lawyer devil gawk and serve benevolence. It's not better than that traitorous snake, Darkey. Traitorous snake? Darkey? Who's that? No, can't believe it. Contradiction in one of my insights. There has to be some kind of mistake. I won't accept it. That's right, your benevolence. I won't accept it either. Because against all we hold sacred, throw him in the jail immediately for less majesty. What? Yeah, you said it. Throw him in jail. Yeah, make him pay for the irrespective her benevolence. These people are definitely not my fans right now. That's right, exterminate him. Jesus Christ. Are we living with Daleks? Please give him peace. Said give him peace. Now, everyone, please calm down. Huh? See? Your Majesty, please assign this black-haired attorney a suitable punishment. No, I can't charge him without less, Majesty. What? What? But why not, Your Majesty? Simply following the proper procedure for defending the accused. There's nothing unlawful about that. But Your Majesty, don't you want to wrap this trial up quickly? Why not just give your verdict, and you can go home and make it up for your wife? We can't end the trial now, but when we just learn new information about the case. What? Majesty? You too? You would honestly entertain the idea that my insight contains a contradiction? Truly, it is shocking. In the 20 plus years since this Act went into effect, such a thing has never occurred. To be honest, I don't want to believe it either. But with his lies are fine on the line, the defense pointed out an inconsistency. And it is our duty to scrutinize it to the satisfaction of the law. Scrutinize it to the satisfaction of the law. Sorry about that. You dare go against the royal priestess, you non-believer? No, my faith is as strong as ever. But I have a duty to make fair ruling in this trial. To insist on interfering with that process, Your Benevolence, I'm afraid I must request you to order your removal from this courtroom, royal priestess or not.
What? What? I'll have you know.
Benevolence? Please acquaint just in this, your Benevolence.
Looks good, Kill. Forget this offense, barbed head. Do not meet defeat. I won't.
Bailiff, please see her Benevolence out.
Your Mitama will face your retribution in the Twilight Realm. The demons there will pluck the barbs right off your stupid head. I hope your suffering will be super duper painful. And I hope they throw you into a lake of burning fire. Yeah. And then you.
Yes, she's still just a teenager after all. No pardon, defense. Mr. Light, was it?
That's right, Your Majesty. Phoenix right.
Of course. Mr. Wright, my apologies. Well, now that we have this newly uncovered fact, I suggest we protect with arguments.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yes, but do not misunderstand me. This doesn't mean I trust you completely. I'll be keeping a close eye on you, so don't you even think about lying to this court.
I understand, Your Majesty. Maybe now we can run a real trial. Arguments, Your Majesty. Very well, I accept your challenge. Huh? What's with him? Oh, the look on your face, Mr. Wright. It's just too hilarious.
What's so funny, Mr. Payne?
The fence still doesn't get it. Truth, he and her Earth is going to bury him in this case instead. What do you mean by that, prosecutor? Told you, it's chief prosecutor. Yes, because that's the point to focus on right now. Fence is digging its own grave. Consider this, Your Majesty. Why would the victim, a security guard, point a gun at the accused? Probably because he wasn't trying to steal it, but trespassed, which is a whole different crime, to be honest. Oh, indeed, because the accused was about to commit a theft. It's the only logical explanation. What? That does sound pretty logical, actually. Doesn't help the accused situation at all. If anything, makes him look even more guilty.
Yes, I have to agree.
Let me just play it out this truth the defense didn't bother to think it through. Mr. Roll came across the accused just as he was trying to steal the treasure. Guard pointing his gun at the accused, and just when the power went out, the accused murdered the victim and hid his body in the treasure room. And track for wait a minute. But then that means it's a different murder weapon. And if the murder weapon is different, then this changes the fact. And track for moving heavy treasure around a hand track for moving heavy treasure around the star in the treasure room. Accused could have easily moved the body with that. And after that, all her work to knock down those insights, arguing to an old familiar corner once more.
So right, do you have a rebuttal?
I'm drawing total blank here. Hope you're ready to climb that scaffold.
Ask you a question, defense.
Got nothing. Can't think of any grounds for an objection. Thing to do at this point is ask the defendant himself what happened. I don't know if Albay will cooperate with me or not. Albay? Will you tell us what really happened? You don't have to say anything, accused. Well, for his evil trap and you'll only dirty your own soul. Albay, you have to tell me the truth. Can't help you unless you do. Mr. Wright, I'm sorry. Why wouldn't he trust me? Is this it? The end for both of us? Oh, something's... I'm sorry. What's going to save my life? I never met a real lawyer before. Everybody always told me they're bad, but people who help dirty criminals go free. I thought a lawyer would actually try to help me, would actually believe in me, would risk his own life for me. I never would have even imagined it. So that's why I lied, to try and save myself. I'm not going to lie anymore. If you believe in me enough to put your life on the line, then I'm going to believe in you too. What? Allow me to explain! Now we're talking. Time to finally get to the bottom of things. To be honest, I went to a treasure room, lots of time to look at the treasure box. You told the temple told you weren't allowed to go anywhere near it? Yes, I'm sorry. The roll even saw me once and scolded me, but that box is so beautiful, the way it glows in the dark. I couldn't help myself. Wait, glows in the dark? That's right, it's coming with this special mineral called fluorinite that makes it glow. It's absolutely breathtaking. It's a real shame that they didn't put it on display for the public. Can you imagine how many people would go on night tours of the temple if they did? Well, he applied such passion to telling me the truth earlier. Oh, that contradicts then the idea that he was holding the treasure. No, contradicts it even further. The day of the incident, I was on my way to the treasure room again. I ran into Mr. Roll on the great stairs. So those were not the treasure room stairs in the distant visions? No, they were the great stairs that connect the hallway. Makes sense, the vision wasn't clear enough to show us what was real at the top of the stairs. I said Mr. Roll drew his gun and threatened me with it. Quickly put my hands up. So he acted so scary. For some reason he had his scarf over his mouth and I couldn't read his expression at all. Just then the phone went out. I took the chance to hightail it out of there. I ran for my life. Even now when I try to think back on it, all I can remember are the guns and the piercing look in Mr. Roll's eyes. That mustn't be when I dropped the notice scroll. It means someone else brought into the treasure room along with Mr. Roll's body. Did Mr. Roll say anything to you when you ran into him on the stairs? So what is it, alibi? I have no idea why, but he asked me a strange question. Did you steal it? He said. What? I'm sorry I didn't say all this before, but I didn't think anybody would believe me. Grand speech! Well, I confirmed my suspicion that you were the thief.
Objection!
Might have been just the victim's misunderstanding. With the smoke, there's a fire, as they say. The victim must have had good reason to be suspicious of the accused. Does everyone new piece of information have to seem so incriminating? Shadow, what do I do, Shadow? What better reason to suspect the boy than seeing the treasure box in his hand? In the course of his round, the victim must have noticed that the treasure had been stolen. Then, just after that, we are going to know what the hell he stole eventually. So I really didn't read that, sorry. And then, just after that, he ran into accused. I'll be your guide. I'm going to save that image, like the image of this thing, existing, because, well, it's funny. No, that's not what happened. Therefore, the one who stole the treasure and killed the victim can be none other than the accused. Duh! puppy. He stole a puppy. Or a fox. What now? Oh, Shadow is his dog! Hey, Shadow, down boy!
Well, what do we have here?
I'm sorry about this. This is my dog, Shadow.
You nearly give me a heart attack.
That's why he was making his bad move.
Can you quiet that yapping bat down?
Shadow says that Mr. Roll made a mistake.
You can understand him? Don't tell me this is a surprise witness for the defense. Beg your pardon? Think of cross-examining an animal, are you?
Oh, you don't know? Did it become fucking like national, like international thing? That I did cross-examine an animal twice?
Of course not, Your Majesty. Not this time, anyway. Phew. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Thought I have to reassess my assessment of your sanity for a second there.
I think I'd better reassess my strategy and fast. To somehow show that somebody else could have been struck the victim or was sunk. Well, it's true the defendant was standing in front of the victim when he died. Doesn't mean somebody else couldn't have struck the victim at that time.
You are going to go that far, and hope it means you have another angle of approach ready.
Exactly. I mean, who but the accused standing in front center could have done it? Unless you can back up your claim, it's nothing more like conjecture.
Well, conjectures are some kind of evidence, right?
Okay, come on, Phoenix, I know you can think of something convincing. Where else could have the victim been struck from? Behind. The defendant standing in front of the victim. Isn't it possible that the victim could have been struck from behind?
From behind, you say? I see. Yes, I suppose it's not outside the realm of possibility.
Good, now we at least have some breathing room.
Who do you suppose could have done it? Could have been?
Oh, two culprits, naturally. The one who actually committed them rather than theft.
The true culprit? I suppose you have a true timeline of events to go along with that.
Should have known I'd have to explain everything. Alright, if you assume the true culprit struck the victim from behind, then that means... After going to his treasure room and stealing the treasure, the true culprit tried to escape. But Mr. Roll appeared making his round. The culprit then quickly hid in the storeroom at the other end of the hallway. You are grasping at straws, Mr. Wright. I mean, you have nothing but baseless conjecture. Going to look for something to base it on right now. Albay, when you ran into Mr. Roll in the hallway, was there anyone around the storeroom area? I don't know. Oh, Puppy's so cute. Might have been somebody in there, but I couldn't see. I was only halfway down the stairs, so I couldn't see the end of the hallway. See, swing and miss. Oh, Shadow says somebody was there. See, thank you for that too, but his testimony is inadmissible. You think this joke? Just think this joke? Maybe the defendant didn't happen to see this other person. But that doesn't mean the true culprit couldn't have been there in the hallway. The split plunder is getting hard to watch. But I will enjoy watching you sink. What are you talking about? Fortunately today for you, all the accused and the victim were in that hallway at the time of the incident. Couldn't you continue to make that assertion? Because there was a witness. Very reliable eyewitness. Oh, you mean the true culprit? Because that's what I hear when I hear very good eyewitness. What? Your Majesty, the prosecution would like to call its witness to the stand.
Well, eyewitness to the stand, It's been decades since that happened.
Couple of them. And unlike the defense witness, you can rest assured that there are no pets involved. That was a low blow.
Very well. I'll allow it. Now, for something we've not heard in quite some time. Bring the witness to a stand.
And it's going to be that weird-looking guy. Fox.
Yes, please state your name and occupation.
God damn! What? Pes. Pes Luban Understandi. Pes Luban Understanding. The name? I'm like a temple head monk. Can ya dig?
Oh, which is in the instructor understanding.
Understanding? Instructor understanding?
You are the witness?
Instructor?
Not only is Mr. Understanding Temple's head monk,
Jesus Christ, you're linking them up!
he's also no Damalan expert.
Sorry to have to ask, but what's your Damalan? Thank you, Jesus. Check it, here she is, my sweet serenade, my one and only Ruby, right? You heard that old sultry songs once before, brother? When Dragon and Tiger Battle. Am I hearing like little? Are there people singing? Let's sit down for the dance of devotion. Right on, brother.
Brother!
No. Song of ceremony. And sorry, the chat turned itself off again. Playing this tune together with is a piece of cake for me and my girl here, Jade. Song of ceremony, the song that was playing at the time of the murder. Oh, Holy Mother, may the righteous son of my Damalan serve as offering to you.
Wonderful. Great performance as always.
This is my thing, you know, my bag, making sure it remains big, baby. By the by, Magistrate Pops, no Damalan class today.
Oh, I'm afraid this trial has gone into overtime. Thanks to the lawyer over there.
Class is the class the judge wanted to attend was Damalan lesson. Well, you know what they say, baby. Never trust a lawyer, man. Lawyer, man. But transgressors against the Holy Mother have to be brought to justice.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. Understanding. As the treasure keeper, you must have been shocked to learn it had been stolen.
Yeah, man, that was not cool. Oh yeah, great reaction. Keeping the treasure safe, one of your duties, Mr. Understanding. That's right, brother.
Brother!
This is here the one and the only treasure box key.
Just kiss it.
And I keep it on me at all times, can you dig? The sneaky thief went and cracked it open that second anyway. Total bummer, man. So let's take it to a treasure box, is it? You know it, baby. It's called the Magatama key, and it's an historical artifact to boot. It's been passed down from head monk to head monk at the temple.
Magatama key, huh?
Now someone's jacked the treasures on my watch. It's a real buzzkill, man. I'm never going to face her holding it again. Oh, Holy Mother, please find it in your infinite mercy to forgive me. Please guide this lost and humble lamb.
Why do I always get to the far out ones? Mr. Understanding, you witnessed the accused and the victims heading to the treasure room?
You know it, baby. It's be lame if I scope that tiny transgressor.
Would you please give the court your testimony regarding what you saw?
injustice against the transgression man? Yes, of course. I'll do it all. I'll do all I can. In your for holiness, I bow to sing. No, but the truth, I'll bring. Sure to bring. Hit me. Okay, I'm going to give myself a little request before this guy starts speaking. What I saw, baby. Okay, be right back. Hey, what I saw, baby. I'm going to try to. After the morning dance of devotion, after they go back to my chamber, I got notion. But the notion. Don't you know my chamber's on the way? Oh, the temple's treasure room. Hey, hey. Great rhymes. A small footstep. Can't quite clearly see. If anyone's here into a treasure room, who's near? But was the only one. I was the only one. For the black album, other than roll. Only alibi to a treasure room did you stroll. I'm bad at this, and I probably messed it up a lot. Tell me I was hallucinating just now. Phoenix, you got a fucking like someone rapping on the fucking cart, and you're telling me this is weird. Like, can you believe Mr. Roll bit the big one after that harsh, man? Share your sentiment. You were the one who discovered the victim's body, weren't you, Mr. Understanding? What? You found the body as well? You really is a key witness, then? That's right, brother. Brother, the Black Elder went to reset the breaker and give power back to the people. The secret box is near my chamber, so I'm always the man for the job, you feel me? The breakers are in the first floor hallway in the front of the storeroom. Oh, let me guess, he put the lights out himself. No way I got a way for something funky. Lord, man, you hushed my mellow. Knew something wasn't kosher, so I swung by the treasure to see what's what. And it was like, whoa, man, there was poor Mr. Roll, dead as our doornail. Interval between the end of the dance of devotion and the blackout. The only ones who went to the scene of the crime were the victim and the accused. So you see, Mr. Understanding was unassailable, this was the led to the accused's arrest. Hold it! Isn't it possible that the murder took place before the end of the dance of devotion? I'm afraid that's not possible. The victim was in performance hall until the very end of the dance. Oh, wait. Okay, he was? Would you like some proof? What's this? A photo taken by a tourist of the morning of the dance of revolution. Revolution devotion. Boy, what grateful dancing. Almost hear the sound of Mr. Understanding in Dalaman right now. Ain't right? Means right, there's Mr. Roll on duty. You underestimate the incredible pain. So, in addition to rifle insight, she's had backup and evidence lined up too, huh? Said monk, my monks in training are like my own kids. It's like family, can't it be? Should have thought alibi a better man. Before her holiness, the holy mother. Oh, alibi, confess your sins, my young brother. Monk understanding, I didn't kill Mr. Roll. Shouldn't have anything to confess to the Holy Mother. What? Bogus? Bogus! This guy just said the fucking word bogus! You're really like pulling me to like use the fucking like oh, let me remember. to use the super macho. I mean, I'm using like a mellow super macho man. What bogus, little man? Your faith is weak, like a wet paper bag. Are you feeling me? Spare the rod, hey baby. Spoil the child, not maybe. Her Holiness is magnanimous, son. If you confess your guilt, she will forgive you in the Twilight Realm. I suppose she could forgive him in this realm first.
Please begin your cross-examination.
Okay, let's see this. What I saw, baby. It does sound like the Dance of Devotion, but oh, that's like change. What's the mic for? Can I like make an objection like myself, or hold it? It would be fun. Oh. And then on. Wait. Are you telling me I can like use it myself? I want to check it like for a second if I see anything to pressure. I think I'm going to have to pressure a bit, so I'm going to try this thing. Give me a second. Hold it! Maybe I have to put the mic connected. I'm going to save this for a second. First to check if this is still recording. Then to see if I can like put my mic. Audio. Okay, let's see. It should work like that now. Hold it!
Hold it!
Oh! Okay, that's the dumbest, the funniest thing to me. Okay. A question. Wait on me, man.
Did you interrupt the performance of the great Beslum?
I know that it's like second name is like understanding, but Peaslum understanding. Peaslum. I don't get it. I'll probably have to look it up or something.
Should enjoying that.
Sorry, but you know, there's something about that name I can put my finger on.
What's so funny about Peace, love, understanding?
Got a question for you, brother. You were playing something during the Dance of Devotion, weren't you? No, wait, baby. I was playing my beautiful girl right here, this Tamalan. Offering to Her Holiness, I play the music and the singers sing the ceremony.
Mr. Understanding and playing is the best in your kingdom. Must please Her Holiness greatly. Then could you continue with your testimony, Mr. Understanding?
For the Holy Mother, I keep on tracking. This Tamalan still needs some plucking. What if I like with this? Oh, that's so cool. I gotta try with... If I have something clear, I have to try the objection thing myself. Wait, did my... Damn! Something lagged for a second. Okay. Let's see. How can you be so sure that nobody else was there? Oh man, the lawyers are up type as they say. Is it possible that somebody else could have snuck past? Consider my friend is sneaky good in floorboards, baby. Make such a racket, not even the quietest cat could sneak by me a day.
Yes, does make sense. And all that just now was simply more of the attorney's unfounded suspicion, I see.
That's the truth, baby. It's all that I sing. It's the truth, it's all, it's everything.
Words of wisdom, words of truth. A baby tooth for the truth from both. Much thanks to them, Mr. Understanding. Let's bring an end to the defense grandstanding.
You are not stopping me until my client goes free.
Wait a minute, why am I singing?
Right on, even the lawyer's joining in, baby. Really starting to feel like Ruby bite for my far out the rhythm.
I refuse to let him run this show.
I didn't notice any inconsistency in his testimony. Looks like I have to press his statement to draw some information. Okay, then I was doing it right. Doing it right.
Hold it!
Would you please point out one more time where your champion is located? Yeah, man, no sir. Oh, there. Your chamber is the one on the way. It's on the way from the performance hall to the treasure room. If you're going into the treasure room, would have to pass by Alibi and the Standing's chamber. Give Purpose a chance. What's a chance? Oh. Oh, he just said that.
Hold it!
How could you tell it was Albi just from the sounds of some footstep? Albi is practically family man. The smooth groove of his shoes are easy to pick out. But how do you know he went to the treasure room? Did you think it was possible he went to the storeroom other than the hall? No way, man. I saw him with my own 2 eyes. Saw him? The treasure room. This is when you can believe my paper speed, the sneaky I'll buy.
And tell us where it is you stood when you saw the accused, if you could.
I heard a footstep and looked out the window.
Now that's something we didn't know about, Jesus!
No, from my window I can see the window of the first floor hallway across the courtyard today. Through that window I saw Albi walking into the treasure room. Should I have him add this statement to his testimony? Yes, always, yes. Would you please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Understanding? You got it, brother. Through the windows I did spy a little Levi with my own eye.
Hold it!
The window, you say? That's right, brother. It's a courtyard outside the window of my chamber. Across the courtyard, I can see the window of the hallway to the treasure room, man. From the diagram, I guess that's plausible.
You form the courtyard from your chamber? How nice that must be. It's a beautiful time. I bet it's beautiful at this time of the year. What with grannies, butterflies flying about.
No, wait, Pop, so I have to look out into the courtyard while playing with my Damalan. It goes a little something like this. Hey, this is the thing I have to present something. Hmm.
Hold it!
Did I play something this already? I think I did. I think I did, yeah. It going quickly. He's still on the second floor. There was something definitely that should have been blocking his view. What had it been? I mean, it looks dark here. I mean, true, if it was a blackout and the windows were open, there would have been some light. Not pure darkness. Into save. But it says something blocking his view. Unless they mean... Okay. Play this. I'm going to try it out with this. But I'm not so sure, gee. Been blocking his view. But it may have been, has been here. I don't find any other option. I've saved, I'm going to save again. It's going to be really disappointing if it doesn't work. Okay. Objection!
Objection!
Fuck. This? Nope. I don't think it was possible he went to it. Well, this is the other thing before. It's fun how it goes like weird when you skip it. So it has to be that. Like this thing. Okay, this thing? No, this is just... No, please don't. Okay, it has to be this, but what exactly was blocking his view? Probably the stairs thing. Yeah, the stairs of this, so I guess this is it. This is the second time I'm going to do this, and if I fuck up again, I'm not using the objection thing. Ever. Again. Okay. Objection!
Objection!
Nope. Oh no.
You see any particular problem with this piece of evidence?
Okay. I'm really fucking up this early. What else could have been blocking his vision? Let's see.
Hold it!
Okay, let's see. Oh no. Playing something during the... let's see. Okay, it has to be something there. I'm going to keep pressing just in case. No, I already pressed everywhere, so this is just losing time. Fuck! No. No, no, please, no. Stop. What could have blocked his vision? The treasure? Wouldn't make sense now, would it? It's either that or the Dance of Devotion.
Objection! Objection!
Nope. Fuck. The last game I went so smoothly. Wait, turn on intense security. The fall, the hallway shutters were shut for.
Objection!
For this reason, people, you should read. Please don't do like me. Something about that, Mr. Understanding. Music is off. I'm sorry I feel that way, man. This piping, topping jar. It's where you're from. That's your poison orchestra? Yes, so? There's nothing wrong with my ears, witness, but something's not quite right with your eyes. Mr. Understanding, you've been lying to this court. Why would I lie? You got nothing to hide. Truth and truth alone is all I sing. I'm lying, and y'all now lying is my thing. I contend otherwise. Do you recognize this object, Mr. Understanding? It's a temple notice, man. What of it? In this notice, the following instruction to the temple monks is written. All of the holy shutters will remain shut for today's dance of devotion. What you talking about, Phoenix? Talking about the fact that from your chamber, you couldn't have seen anyone going into the treasure room through the shutters. Ugh. Looks like you didn't get the memo. No way. I don't believe it, man. If you don't believe it, why don't you read the notice for yourself? Let's see. Something, will something. Or something. That you're idiot reading! I'm not so hard at reading Koreanese, man. Just like if one of the other monks to read stuff for me, you know? Doesn't that make your duties as a head monk a little difficult? Hey, cut me some slack, man. Well, I moved to this country 6 months ago. That's quite recent, isn't it? So, how did someone who's only been here for 6 months become head monk of a temple? How little you understand. The space can't be measured in months or years. But only an adherent Christ for 3 months myself. Holy Mother's teaching really spoke to me, prompting me to stay in this country. Was it the fact there are no lawyers here that spoke to you? Mr. Payne, I know how you feel, my man. Your holiness teaching spoke to me too. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Brother Dahmer. Well, I know why Payne suddenly became available in Judaism, but could Understanding have had ulterior motives for becoming a believer too? Is Understanding? Were you really in your chamber as you claim? For what day? Be chill, brother. Weren't you instead somewhere else? Mr. Wright, what kind of nonsense are you spouting now? According to Mr. Understanding testimony, he saw Albite with his own eyes. Therefore, is it really nonsense to suggest he could have seen Albite for somewhere else? Did he really move here just to steal? What a steal! Well, you have a theory, defense? You know what a misunderstanding was, if not in his chamber? It was in his room then. Albay had gone to the towards the treasure room. There was only a few places he could have been seen Albay from. You have a theory, Your Majesty. Say the witness really did see Albay going towards the treasure room. What then? Friends proposes that the only place that could have been to see Albay go down that hall. I said it all wrong, sorry. Let me repeat it. The friends proposes that this is the only place he could have been to see Albay go down that hall. There? Just yesterday, that's where the troll culprit might have been. True, and no matter how I look at it, this is the only place understanding could have been. So for any lawyer, tell me, are you accusing Mr. Understanding of being the true culprit? No, do not. Yeah, I have magic vision. Nah, just kidding. But still, this guy is pretty sus. No. Yes, Your Majesty. I contend there's a strong possibility this witness is the murderer. Oh, that... They added more sounds to the crowd thing. Now I notice. How did you be so disrespectful? First you criticize her benevolence inside, now you accuse the head monk of murder? Objection! This is the only place where the witness could have been. If he was here, he would have struck the victim down from behind, moved the body to a treasure room. That's nothing but groundless conjecture! And there's one more thing. Do you remember what was said in the opening argument? The opening argument? During that argument, it was suggested that Albay used his position as monk in training to get his hand on the treasure. That's right, one of it! Well, why don't we try this twist from the size? He used his position as the head monk of the temple to get a hold of the treasure. What? What? You're joshing me, man. Joshing me. I know that's like kidding or whatever, but still joshing me. You're joshing me. The treasure box has been passed down from the head monk to head monk. A better position to be if you wanted to steal the treasure. You can't possibly be serious. This means you're claiming that Mr. Understanding, Oath of Faith, is nothing but a lie designed to get him close to the treasure? Witness hasn't been truthful in his testimony to the courts, so clearly he isn't above lying. Then you swear to the Holy Mother that not by the truth will you bring? In light of that, I don't think it's unfair to call your faith into question. Yeah. This is ridiculous. Are there no limits to what this lawyer will say? I mean, lie is such a strong word. Maybe just a mistake. Oh. No, with the nervous wreck routine, prosecutor. You're just embarrassing yourself, man. Come on. What was that, Mr. Understanding? Lawyer man, you really are the lowest of the low. You've gone and said something I can't forgive. You called my belief into question, my faith in the Holy Mother. Nobody gets away with that. Is it going to attack me? Is he going to turn into a rock star? Yeah, he is! There we go! What on earth? That music is making my ears bleed! Where the hell did he take that from? He had that under his hair. This is the music of my soul. Death to the liar! I'm the Twilight Messenger, can't you tell? Gonna take this liar straight to hell! He's dripping with lies, roaring with Philistines. Gonna send this liar to the guillotine. Oh, Fuck. Like, Philistines. I'm going to send the lion to the guillotines. And now for something completely different. Oh, okay, I love that quote. In general. And I'm going to save it. I'm going to post this thing to Instagram probably. And my goddamn chat is gone again. Okay, it's back now. But blinkety blinky black music just wouldn't let me express my rage. Sorry, rage, huh? Isn't the real source of your anger having your legs exposed? You just don't get it. If I lied, it's cause you drove me into it. All this sniffing around, suspicion, throwing out false accusations. Sorry, but as a lawyer, I'm afraid that's my job. Yeah, well, lawyers are crap. Keep making noise and I'll have to use my partner here. I'm the one making noise? Hey, so you wanna know the truth, huh? Think you can handle the truth, do ya? Fine. Let's see you try. Feel the hit of my brutal death beat. Now I get the long hair. Savage, right? Sweating bullets, ain't ya? Screams of my souls are gonna make ya mosh pit out of this peanut gallery. Did he really just win the court over with that performance? Yo, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is it yes? How the hell is that pronounced?
Geezer.
Geezer, okay. Yo, Geezer, I got something to testify. Get ready for the howling on my soul. Call this chart topper the soul screaming truth. Is he going to say like soul screaming truth? Yeah. The priestess dance had come to an end. To the music storeroom my way I did went. Death, truth is what you dread. Hear me shred from my spot in front of the storeroom, so I'll buy grip to the treasure room. Trailing from behind out of the scent, so parole after all he went. Me and my girl who were innocent and sweet back in the storeroom can't be beat. Then all the power, take it to the midnight, blacker than the blackest black, robbing all sight. Yeah, baby, that's that. Let the soul metal flow. Is that testimony too? Is that music? I've never heard anything like it. It's so fast, it's making my head spin. This is Damelan Metal! Sounds cool, actually, like the name. Hey, yo, geezer! How are those ears ringing? I don't know much about music, but if you got chills and they're multiplying. Hey, just get a lawyer, man! Run away as fast as you can! What a wonderful freedom. Happening for further deliberations. Now, Mr. Standing, what did you go to the music storeroom for? Hey, I want to put my Daman away. She's my precious partner. Gotta give her a good rest of playing in the right. When did you... But why did you lie before? Because you sent me to hell! Huh? I don't know about liars and the lying, ways. Am I right, people? If I admit I went to the store, he'd have drummed out the false charge on me. They don't want to get sent to hell. They'll say! It's sort of going to happen. I see why a Fairness Culpability Act was passed. You feel me, Crane? Yeah, you said it!
Is this too much to ask for a low-key trial? Now you punch straight to rock or what? Yeah! Yeah, you're rubbing my job. Can hear ya! Are ya ready, kids? Hey! I can hear you! I said you're ready to teach this lawyer how we do things around here! Yeah! Yeah! Alright! Then I'm gonna lay down on you one more time, the screaming truth of my soul!
It's really cool, like the animation thing. What's not cool is my fucking throat being destroyed by this guy. And I thought fucking... what's his name? Gamsho was going to kill my throat. But I guess I got it a little bit better. I'm going to press here just because little by appearing at the time. Come to think of it, he was glancing around all shift-like. You could tell he was up to do no good. Shut it, I tell ya! Just saying out people who live in glass houses. Well, he was out to steal the treasure, so it only stands to reason he'd look furtive. If anyone admitted he was sneaking to see the treasure box, wouldn't that be why he was looking around? What's that, people? Only a holy mother knows the truth, you say? It's wrong! Beavis alone knows the scar, baby. From my lips to our holy mother's ear, an artist only seeing what he saw there. In other words, my reasoning isn't good enough. Isn't enough for God by here. And what did you see next, Mr. Understanding? Something telling me this is going to be a spectacular waste of time, but what do you mean by Hound of Scent? What? You don't get it? It's only the same, jolly question without mercy. The more famous the song, the greater the controversy. Wasn't your lyrical sense I was questioning? Sound of scent like a hunting dog, cause you know our role as a garant. Uh-oh, here we go. An inspiration came to me suddenly like a flash and that's okay, you don't have to explain your lyrics anymore. Hey, you're the one who asked. Yeah, I shouldn't have asked. Your understanding? Just you'll understand, so please stick to your testimony. You can explain your lyrics to me later in the Malon class. Fine, have it your way, geezer. The show must go on, slash and trash! You said you went to the music storeroom. And how did we know you didn't go to the treasure room to steal the treasure instead? And on what grounds would you base that accusation? Is there anything to show for it? That's right, I don't really have any proof. Yet? Well, you can't prove that you didn't go into the treasure room either. Hey, that's fair! You stole the treasure and went away to make your getaway when you saw Mr. Roll. You panicked and ran to the music storeroom, isn't that right? Boo! Probably. Why do I feel like I'm being stabbed by the ice stairs of every direction? Just silence your answer, liar man. These silence know the score.
just what we needed. A moment of silence to bid this lawyer baseless claims goodbye.
Why do they have to hate lawyers so much in this country?
I said I fought Celia again, lawyer man. The business dance, I went to this music storeroom.
Hold it!
So what exactly do you mean by death truth? It's the blade of truth that's gonna send your lawyer's soul to hell. Hey, don't steal that. Hey, don't steal the blade of truth. That's like, what's his name? I forgot about him. The prosecution for the last game in Black. Fuck, I forgot. Blackwell. That's Blackwell thing. So your blood will be the last thing you ever see. I'm not sure I want to get what he's saying. I don't expect a bubblehead like you to understand. Either you get it or you feel it or you don't. Simple as that.
Hold it!
Where were you when the power outage occurred? Yes, sir, I went to the music storeroom. The girl had been suddenly lit off, so I had to get her back into the tune. Isn't it true that you were actually... Isn't it true that you were actually in the hallway at that time? The hallway, you say? Where would I be in the hallway? We're waiting for Mr. Roll to come back from his patrol of the treasure room. Now that he discovered that the treasure had been stolen, you are going to kill him. Lawyer man, just as always, so full of bull. Spewing noxious lies and pulling the wool. Filthy liar through and through. I ain't never gonna forgive you. Utter lies with no evidence, as always. His claims are just tenuous. Hey, Network, the you're picking up what you were throwing down. Someone stopping their jam session, please. Someone stop their jam session, please. Made up your session clear defense, but your argument is rather stationed. That's not good. What's so funny? Piece of understanding. Nevertheless, the possibility is still there. You can't deny the witness could have killed the victim under cover of darkness. You're forgetting one very important thing. Huh? Seems you've forgotten that the outage happened by chance, not design. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Didn't forget about that. Not like the witness planned the outage so he could have taken advantage of the darkness. And without darkness, it would have been hard to sneak up behind Mr. Ron and kill him. Right, then I would notice someone coming up behind me. Well, defense, what do you have to say about that? What can I say about that? Mr. Wright, you claim it's completely without merit. Unless you want to argue that the witness somehow magically made it. Oh, thank you, Payne! Now you're going from pain to painless. Well, maybe not magically, but... Wait, that's it? Content the witness could have made the power outage happen, with no magic necessary. What? For the earthy defense? All he had to do was make use of something shown in this diagram. This the witness used to make the power outage happen. Oh, I do wonder! Been suspicious about that breaker since I saw it. Witness was in the storeroom. The circuit box is on the storeroom end of the hallway. There's nothing really magical about turning off the breaker, wouldn't you say? Nice try, but that theory doesn't hold water, lawyer man. And why not? You're saying I turned the breaker off and then snuck up behind Mr. Ron and hit him? A pitch black darkness with no source of light whatsoever? That's what you're saying? The lights off, that always blacker than 100 midnights.
You can see the hand in front of you can see the hand in front of your face. How could anybody commit murder like that? Unless there was some body standing right in front of the victim, like the accused. I hate when he's right. You can't just let his point stand. Well, maybe the victim was holding something that served as a guide. Guide? Through the darkness? Something? That's more than a little bag, wouldn't you agree? I ain't gonna move this room with a bag hunch like that, bro. You gotta hit him hard. Make him feel it, you hear me? Just like me Paris, baby. Woo! Well, I'm afraid I don't understand your witness lyrics very well either. Not in the trial, the elements have to be clear and precise. Let's see some of that clarity and precision. Now then, defense. Uh-oh. What do I do? Can you present us something I could have said right through the darkness? I can! Yes, I can! Because there has to be something. Thank you! It's the dumbest thing. Right, let's see what you have, defense. This. Believe the victim was holding the treasure box. You gone mad? Well, the box glows in the dark, so you could use it as a sort of... Is it that sort of a beacon? Oh, I guess you're right. But why in the world would the victim be holding the treasure box? Well, because... I guess I wouldn't mind. This is what you're talking about. Nonsense and lies yet again. Give him the death penalty already! Is there no way to win them over? Friends? We're going to be needing those dung shears after all. No, your majesty. I got some messages. Damn, a couple of them. Hey man, do it. Then we can jam out these lawyer's shrieks of pain. I better get those screams of agony out now, lawyer man. But you still have tongue to scream with. I guess I better come up with a reason. No pressure or anything. So why the victim was holding the treasure box? Can you simply explain as thus? Brain, don't fail me now. What reason could the victim possibly have had to be holding that treasure box? He's holding the treasure box because he was... the thief, of course! It's an idea that he happened to stumble upon. I think it might be the answer. And would turn this whole trial upside down. No, the friends, are you still with us? Let's see this explanation you promised. Is it possible just because the victim himself was the thief? The victim? The thief? Oh, did I? Oh! What a kind of ball are you spinning now? Majesty, this guy's off his rockers. The victim was the thief. Everything we've learned so far would make all sense. And it would give us a completely new way to interpret the victim's actions. The morning dance of devotion, Mr. Wall went into the treasure room, grabbed the box and that contained the treasure and started to take off with it. But then he ran into Albite on the great stairs. That's why Mr. Roll pulled his gun on Albite. Then, when the blackout occurred, Mr. Roll was plunged to death in the darkness. This explains why the victim would have been holding the glowing treasure box in the dark, and how it would have been possible for someone other than the accused to kill him. Have an idea what you're saying? And the billable lawyer man, I think you lost it. That's the crazy thing I ever heard. Roll trying to get the trying to roll the temple. Wouldn't it drop? The would believer, that pure Uscranist. We won't allow you to disparage the victims, to put so with harmful allegations, but you're prepared to back up your claims.
Of course, Your Majesty. Oh, really? In that case, can we assume you have proof?
Proof, huh? I have any proof?
And back down now. Yes, I have proof.
In my dreams,
Proof that Mr. Roll was this thief. They have been left behind on a certain piece of evidence. Well, see your evidence and be ready to stand behind it. Footprints, fingerprints, take anything at this point. Proof something that would have been involved with the theft. It might still have some trace of evidence left on it.
and to save this. Hmm. This thing? Probably not, right? Yeah. Examine. If we have to examine a piece of evidence, friends would like to examine the treasure box. There may be a trace evidence of it that would show the victim had it held. Right? But I hope to turn up something more definitive than that, defense. Yes, sir, Your Majesty. Well, ready? Bring the treasure box. Ooh, first time I seen proof right in front of Phoenix. Hey, you are the friends. You're free to examine it. I don't find something now, but up to this point will have blown. Plus, that little matter of the old tongue shears. To find something. Just have to. Now to make sure I remember how to do this. I rotate the evidence by sliding the touchscreen. I can zoom in and out with a slider on the left to get a better look. And if I get to turn around, I can always touch the reset to return things to its initial state. Let's search every inch of this box carefully. Touch anything of interest to check it out in detail. This is where I found the soap was, huh? Hope there's any trace of the orb left here now. Though I don't really know anything about the orb, so who knows? It shows in both screens. That's cool. The lid of the box was forced open. When the victim was holding the box, the lid must have been closed. Rick's in the lid too. Hey! What? Son of a... You locked it! So? What's with the big deal? What's the big deal? Thought you can't open it with that key you're wearing. Yeah, I can, no sweat. And why is there a backlog tripping off of you there? I think I'd like to open this box back up again. Could you lend me your Magatama key? Sure. Okay, let's see. Where is the keyhole? Oh, the Magatama key. The Magatama, so it wouldn't go in the keyhole about the Magatama mark. It's a fake one, right? Huh? Won't open. Look at that. These men have busted the lock when they forced the box open. Because I'm not so sure about that. In any case, I'd better take another look at it now. If
to find proof that the victim was holding this box. The lock was forced open. I don't really see anything else of note about it. Blood, of course. It's in the form of a hand. What's the shows the outline of a hand. Could this be what I've been looking for? Why still take a look at this? There's a blood stain here that outlines the shape of a hand. Really? Let me see that. Oh my, you're right. Getting somewhere. I believe the blood stain is an outline of the victim's hand as he was holding the box. What? As he was being struck, he held on tight in the precious treasure box. After all, he'd gone through a lot of trouble to steal it. Then the blood from his head would splatter across his hand onto the box. Mister, don't let yourself be taken in. Just one of his liars read the seat. What do you mean? It's alright. What is your proof that the outline is that of their victim's hand? What? Should have seen this coming. Either show proof or prepare to meet the shears. You could save us all some time and bite your tongue now and submit it to his death. They did not see coming. Other friends saw about it. Do you have the proof that the outline is the victim's hand? What would the proof of something like that be? Please submit your evidence at this time. Yeah, I know where it is. Right here. In fact, take that! Got it. It's my evidence that's going to save my beloved tongue. Mr. Payne, despite your claims about my forked tongue, it just so happens that I have this proof, the proofs you require. You do? It's right here in this crime photo. Yes, where? Please point it out. What? Proves that the bloodstain outline on box is of the victim hand, you ask? Spain, take a good look at the victim's hand. See it? That's blood. What? If we place Mr. Roll's hands inside the body outline, do you think the blood on his hand would complete the splatter? Exactly. Here goes nothing. They do form one complete splatter. You'd prove my theory correct. Then the victim really was holding the box. I'm willing to bet my life on it. Defense asserts that the victim was the thief who stole the treasure box. You can't be serious! Protest! There's no way that they would ever match up. Said that it's patently impossible for... Ah! What tongue karma? It sounds like he just bit his. What's the matter, Mr. Payne? Did your forked tongue get tangled in there? Were you trying to submit your own tongue to the court? Why, John? People laughing? I can hardly believe it. I can hardly believe it. Probably not everything out of the principle is a bluff. Of course not, Your Majesty. His tongue doesn't lie. I'd like to continue to use my tongue in the future too, if you wouldn't mind. He never has to know it was really was a bluff. No, not Mr. Roll. I can't believe it. I'm sorry, Alibi. It's upsetting news. He must have needed the money badly, probably to support his family. After all, he even gave up on his dream of becoming a monk to help them. Oh, so that's Mr. Roll. That thing Mr. Roll said to me. Why don't you train hard and make sure you become a monk one day? Line up like me, he said. He'd say. Yeah, he was probably warning you not to end up a thief. Mr. Roll. Now just wait 1 minute. The victim was the thief, and he was holding the treasure box. Then that means Mr. Roll was holding the murder weapon when he was killed. Oh, that's a very good point. Does make much more sense. Does it?
Objection!
The victim was holding the treasure box, then being the murder weapon. Which means the real murder weapon must have been something else.
Your murder weapon? Was something else?
But the blood was thought to have gotten in the box when the box was used as a weapon. But it turns out that it wasn't the case. Not put it onto the treasure box because the victim was holding it.
When he was stuck with a real weapon, that's what really happened. Is that right, Mr. Understanding?
Are you insinuating that I'm the one who used this real weapon? Are you saying I'm wrong in my understanding?
He did it! He did the joke!
I'm happy he did it.
Ha 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 ha! You got me riled up, liar man. Feel a song coming on.
Please don't.
Looking for a weapon that just don't exist? Pathetic liar man drop into the abyss. Despicable liar man, you make me sick. You can't disappear just like a magic trick. Worthless liar man done by a weapon. For you, Mr. Wrench, hell doth be beckon.
Sorry, but you're no Gavin. I need to remind. I know I don't need to remind you, the fans, that your life on the line here. I know, Your Mastery. That you're prepared to risk on this mere idea of the real murder weapon.
Death to the liar!
This is it. Moment of truth. Come back down now. Not now. Just Your Mastery. I am confident that the real murder weapon does indeed exist.
That's about the claim, Mr. Right. Now let's see you back it up. Show us which piece of evidence points to this real murder weapon.
Gladly. If I knew which one it was. Something like understanding used telling you someone. Now then, defense, please submit your evidence to the court.
Yeah, let's see, lawyer man. Let's see this thing that shows the real murder weapon.
You say it was used. Okay. Let's see here. Nothing around here. Hey, it's a different guitar he's using, right? I need to save that. Yeah, it's a different guitar. About 2% is really nothing more than a possibility. But this thing is all I got. Allow me to direct the court attention to this photo of the morning dance of devotion.
Photo? How is that going to help you, Mr. Wright?
There's something odd that doesn't sit right with me.
Oh, yeah? What's this something, huh?
Yeah, he's out, to say the least.
See here.
Misunderstanding? Why is the instrument you're holding different from the one you're playing in the photo?
Look at that! They're completely different shapes.
Believe you said your downline was your one and only?
Well, misunderstanding, what do you have to say to that?
I got nothing to say. And allow me to answer for you. They are different because the one in the photo is no longer in playable condition.
Not after you used it to plunge Mr. Roll to death. My old partner wasn't doing so hot, so I brought her sister along, that's all. A big deal, lawyer man.
In that case, please submit your damn land to this court as evidence.
Too bad, you're too late. I got rid of her yesterday. You what? Bury her with the rest of the trash. Ashes to ashes, baby. No! He's already destroyed the evidence. I see more trash right here in the car that needs to burn in the fires of hell. Liar trash! Yeah, no, there's no proof to show. Oh, come on, that was pathetic. Dragon, you can sound better than that. Where's that great scream of yours? This can't be how it ends. I think I've heard enough. Seems that the defense is unable to produce the evidence that it needs to prove its assertion. But your Maestri, it's only because the witnesses destroyed it. Evidence is everything in courts. Not tell me you've forgotten this most fundamental principle of our profession. Suppose Wolf. Your claim that misunderstanding is the murderer is no more than a conjecture. There's that pain expression I've been looking for. Wait, there seems to be one more thing you're forgetting. Hey, what is it now? You accuse Mr. Understanding of being the thief. The real thief turned out to be the victim. Uh-oh. And with that misunderstanding, or the motive for murder goes out the window. No. Lies! His key was false! 8 point procedure, you tell him. If I had been there, I would have just gone and gotten the treasure back. There wasn't any reason for me to kill him now. Was there? There's no good counter-argument to that. Sounds like misunderstanding has been completely wrongfully accused. But late as it may be, I think it's time for to hand down the verdict in this case. Not good. Unless I trust you understand what yourself will receive for taking on this case. What do I do? Other weapon's been destroyed but no motive. Well, if I will be convicted and I'll lose my life too. Is that right? You've waited this court time and disparage everything we hold sacred. We should charge with less majesty, in addition to the crime of paying the accused. Yeah, you should pay for desecrating my good name. Goodbye, lawyer man. Time for you to do some repenting in the Twilight Realm. This guy's guilty as a sin. Just know it. Must have had some reason to kill Mr. Roll. What? Come on, people, let me hear you scream and shout! Time to take this lawyer trash out! Stay midnight! Annihilate! Midnight! Annihilate! To do this thing like this is turning my thinking around. Shouldn't be trying to figure out what the understanding motive was. Should be thinking about what kind of decision would give him a motive. Them to, like, deep thinking? Just steal it, he said. You know that Mr. Roll was the thief and he had gotten shot in the box. So then why? Why in the world did he has alibi that question? What about the treasure box prompted him to... Oh! What's gotten into you? Now I get it. Now it don't make sense. Like Paul Kuhnke, man. What are you trying to say? Muttering and squealing like to yourself. Sounding like you knocked something loose upstairs. Maestri, please hold off with your ruling for just a little while longer. Tell me you're going to start begging for your life now. No, your Maestri, that's not it. Just that I realized something important. You've been operating on the serious misconception this whole time. Misconception, you say? That's right. Mistaken notion about the treasure box. I hope this will be true, so there's still a lot to figure out. Very well, let's see what you have to say. Thank you, Mr. Your Maestri. Your Maestri, this is just more of his nonsense. He's just stalling for time. It's your last chance, defense. Second I find it really is nothing but nonsense. No amount of begging will stay my hand. Understand? Yes, Your Majesty. Well, no, this is just going to be another one of your stupid bluffs. Well then, defense. What is this misconception you mentioned? I think we didn't realize how the treasure box was that. Too. Was empty. What if the treasure box was already empty from the start? What? What? Please recall that when Mr. Roll ran into Alibi on the red stair, he asked the boy a question. Did you steal it? He said. It was an Alibi voice, but whatever. So recall that Mr. Roll was holding the treasure box at that time. So why then did he ask Alibi the question that he did? It's a bit peculiar, isn't it? Not at all, Your Majesty. Not once you realize that. By the time Mr. Roll got to the treasure room, the treasure box was already empty. You beg your pardon? Mr. Roll suspected an Alibi had gotten into it first, which is the way he confronted Alibi when he ran into the boy on the stairs. But how would the victim have known the treasure box was empty? He didn't have any way to open it. Once a year, the victim had the duty of carrying the treasure box to the palace. He was so proud when he was put in charge of guarding the treasure box, he even got to carry the box to the palace for New Year's rites. He would have been able to tell by the weight when he lifted it that the box was empty. I see. Yes, I suppose he would have been able to tell, wouldn't he? So what was most likely decided to at least steal the empty. So what most likely decided to at least steal the empty box. An important historical artifact in and of itself, after all. What's your point, Mr. Wright? What does any of this have to do with Mr. Understanding? My point is this. Give Mr. Understanding a motive to murder the victim. Motive? Mr. Understanding, keeping the treasure safe is one of your duties, isn't it? So if anyone had found out that the treasure was missing, you would have been accused of incompetence. From the moment Mr. Roll discovered that the treasure was gone, his fate was sealed. Because you decided then that he had to be silenced forever. But that's absurd! Can you believe this stuff to come out of this guy's mouth? This is all just a colossal joke. So then what really happened to the treasure? It had been stolen long before this incident occurred. By Mr. Pivens understanding himself. Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to accuse the misunderstanding? You might say, please don't listen to these trumped-up charges. The defense is grasping. Treasure box can only be opened with the key misunderstanding holds. Those could have stolen the treasure. She said that you stole the treasure by forcing it to box open. You might see Kalida for a swift ruling. I'm not ready to give my verdict yet. What? The Prince has successfully presented a new possibility in this case. Yes, finally, a tiny shred of hope. Misunderstanding? Do you care to make any statement to respond to the defense claims? Ah! He's going to throw it. No, he's throwing a fit. He's all ball. My noggin is rage cake. So it's all ready to explode, baby. Just not understanding. Please calm yourself. I'm not gonna take it. No, I'm gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Sorry. Carefully watch over that treasure with pride. I'm getting accused of stealing it. This law is a lying scumbag! You better believe I got something to say. Open up your ear holes. Shipple, let's rock! Death to the lying lawyer!
Okay, I'm going to like stop for a second because I have to go for a second. I explain myself really well, but be right back. Lawyer.
Still the Thundersorb? Me? I did it? These lying lawyers and so no limit. All this time I guarded the ark faithfully. Sacred duty to Holy Mother is it to see.
Oh,
Hands unclean, the accused did the deed. Forced the box open, no key did he need. Lying lawyer, condemn him to hell. Get him, throw him into a prison cell. Alright, we've not heard from both sides. The treasure box was forced open by the accused, as the witness claims, or Mr. Understanding opened it, as the defense claims. Defense, this is your last chance to cross-examine the witness.
yes, Your Majesty.
If you are unable to prove your assertions by the end of this cross-examination, then the DC Act will come into play, and both of you and the accused will lose your lives.
I understand.
For that, those comes down to this.
It's alright. Don't worry, Alibi.
I'm here to defend you. I promise all will be alright.
Thank you. I believe in you, Mr. Wright. I know you can win this for us. And after we win, you can go see Miss Maya. Together!
It's a deal. Can't let Alibi down. I have to win this trial. Somehow I have to prove that all the understanding could have stolen the treasure. Your was layer trash. This is your requiem. The last song you'll ever hear on this immortal coil.
My voice really did go like... Real high. I know where the contradiction is, I think. I know how he's playing like that. Probably it's a reference to something. Just him looking like weird. I'm going to save this, but I think right here. Probably this. I saved already, so
Objection!
nope. Probably the key. Because the key was useless.
Objection!
No. Okay. Then I'll have to press it because I know nothing now.
Hold it!
Jesus. Defendant didn't force the box open. That's a lie. In fact, you're the one who opened it, isn't it? Isn't that right? Come on, you just saw it for yourself, didn't you? That was busted on account of the box being forced open. Oh, yeah. Well, that's your proof right there. Score one for the metalheads. Look, if the accused really didn't try to force open his way into the box, then how do you explain the lock was busted and would have been up for you earlier? Explain the box. The box wasn't unlocked. Different. I'm going to save, but I think it's a different key because a different way to open it sounds dumb. I'd like to suggest that a different key is required to open the box. Want to open it?
Different key? To open the box?
We saw earlier the box wouldn't open with the Mr. Understanding key.
Which means that the different key, the true key, must exist. You're kidding me, of course not. Can't prove it doesn't exist. Just calm down for a second and think about it.
Lawyer man, why the hell would I bring a fake here with me? Why, you ask? Well, because... well, I guess you got me there.
Looks like Bubbling broke your collar mouth. Straight up at the source defense. Darn, messed that one up. Yes, please continue with your testimony.
Then I have to use the different way.
Hold it!
Yeah, please. And which open it?
There's a different way to open the box.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Secret trick to open it to protect the content from being stolen. You're the only one who knows how it works, isn't that right?
You for real? You've been watching too many movies, lawyer man.
Ah, so you're one of those tourists. Honestly, Mr. Wright, you come expecting magic and mystery around every corner.
Yeah, I actually, like, if I was Phoenix, I probably would expect magic at every corner, since I know magic does exist. After all.
Have you no difference? The Kingdom of Grind, not some sort of fantasy for land.
It's true I don't have any real grounds to make that assertion. Yet.
Yeah, I feel another song coming out. Little number about a crazy lawyer with wild, fantastic ideas. Real method to open the lock, you say? Delusional man, there ain't no other way. No bears. Please add to your testimony, Mr. Understanding.
Oh, then it really was that. Huh.
Hold it!
Delusional, right? We'll see about that.
Wild ideas, that's called delusion. Mixed up lawyer drowning in confusion.
Indeed, the defense's simple wrongdoing has made him lose touch with reality.
Let's hear it. What'll be for those sinners' flight of fancy?
Nothing, because I'm not delusional one.
I just know there's gotta be some secret trick to open the treasure box.
Oh really? Where exactly is this secret hidden?
The secret is obviously hidden in the key. There's probably some secret hidden in the key.
I'd like to examine it, if you please.
You don't know when to quit, do ya? Here, go ahead. Examine all you want.
Yeah, I should have chosen nothing.
I don't see a thing. All defense, what have you discovered?
I'm afraid I haven't discovered anything, Your Majesty.
Here, I'll return it now. I told ya, I didn't tell ya. I tell ya.
Yes, you told me.
There's no reason with this man. Just force the lock open. There's no other explanation. That's right. This created the box by opening it without using the Mitama key. Wait, what did you just say? Seen as many times you have to get it through this your thick lawyer's skull. The Mitama key locks the treasure. Force it and wrap it from his pleasure. Yeah!
Now, did anyone hear him?
For forgetful defense sake, could you please add to your testimony? If I have to, carve into your brain, lawyer man!
Thank you for that, Bears.
Then allow me to say... OBJECTION!
Objection!
Now I got it right. Just a minute, Mr. Understanding. You just called the key Mitama key, didn't you?
But you didn't originally say it was called the Magatama key? Mitama key? What's that?
I don't know, Your Majesty, but apparently it's a rather crucial question.
Oh, what's the big deal? This is the wrong thing. So what? Simple slip of the tongue.
An A for effort, Mr. Wright, but your grandstanding betrays your desperation. I'm afraid a small slip of the tongue like that adds absolutely nothing to the argument.
To say different, important detail.
judging by understanding's reaction, it says everything my argument needs. Yes, Your Majesty, it's very important. It's very important. This key is apparently not the Magatama key, but rather the Mitama key. I believe this discrepancy holds a great significance for the defense. No, man, it's meaningless mistake. Significant. You're riding a crazy train to nowhere, lawyer man. Master, please don't pay the defense any heed. It's all nonsense. To tell the truth, I'm not really clear on what the defense is driving, not myself. However, I'm eager to find out. What? Friends, you will explain yourself like you life literally depends on it, because it does. Now then, is the name of the key an important detail? Yes, it is. It's an absolutely important detail, I think. Because of the Mitama key is connected to the Founder's Orb. See, very well. In that case, please show us the grounds in which you are basing this claim. The grounds is Your Majesty. Can, of course, on grounds. Can you not, defense? Oh, of course. What else can I say? I have to come up with something, anything, even if it's just a bluff. Tamaki, Tama. There is some Tessimi Tama and the Orb together. Don't keep me waiting, defense. Connection between the Mitamaki and the Founder's Orb. I have to choose anything. It's probably the box itself. This? What does it have to do with the Mitama key? Don't you see, Your Majesty? Subtle but very significant connection. No, I'm afraid I don't see it. Neither do I. Ha! Nothing to see! And I guess there's no connection. Huh. In that case, allow me to present a different piece of evidence. To attempt to gloss over your mistake won't work on me, dear friends. Ouch, this guy is good. I think this is a little better. Yeah, I'm going to save a little better. Connection between the Founder's Orb and the Mitama key. It is in the box itself and the song? The entire battle founders. The battle for embraces the Mitama. I'm a genius! What's that? The song of ceremony? This time the answer was right here in front of me. It's right there in the song of ceremony performed during the dance of devotion. Your Majesty, the Song of Ceremony tells of a treasure of the founder of Kuraizim. And hidden within its lyrics, the secret behind how to really open the treasure box. Oh, holy mother! But how can that be, friends? Song of Ceremony contains the following lyrics. Yeah, sorry, I was checking like the recording was not going right. When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the orb is bestowed. Leave the Mitama, he refers to the Mitama key. Oh, yes, it's the same word, but that doesn't mean... We've been calling this key the Magatama key, and that's why I inserted into the key log with Magatama design on it. Set the key with the log with the Magatama design on it. But that was already not the right way to use it. Suppose then you know the right way. I do, Your Majesty. To use this key properly, you have to first... Let's see... Let me see the box. The butterfly thing. to flip it either vertically, which is pretty like no, it's, I think horizontally. Fuck, I don't know. I'm really bad with space, but I think if vertically means putting upside down, no, horizontally. Vertically, I think vertically. It's only a shape upside down like this. Becomes the Chinese symbol of the soul. In other words, Amitabha. Right, absolutely right. You know what? What do you do with it? It's too big to fit in the lock that way. Oh. I knew he was just bluffing. Perhaps the lies are the littles of his trades after all. Must be some other place this key fits, but where? Let's see, what were the words to the ceremony again? When the butterfly embraces the Mitama, the favor of the Lord is bestowed. Should Mitama key actually be used? Spoon. Yeah, it's a butterfly over here, so... Oh! Animation. Oh, it fits right up! So that, like, whole lock thing... Goodness! The box really opened! No way, man! What? No! That, ladies and gentlemen, is a real secret behind the Song of Ceremony. It's a true key to opening the treasure box. It's all over, Mr. Payne. How so? Let's say someone was fool into trying to force the front-facing lock open. Sadly for them, won't budge. That's because the lock is, after all, just a decoy. What you're saying is... Neither the victim nor the defendant would have been able to open the box. Therefore, had no way of stealing the treasure. The only one who could have stolen it is the one who knew about the Mitama key. Peep's lone understanding. I'm not done yet. Please recall the scene of the crime. The floor by Mr. Roll's body was the very locked and very open treasure box. Someone who knew how to open the box would have left it in that state. And so, there can be only one true culprit. Minute misunderstanding, you're the one who killed Mr. Roll. Guitar noises. Metal Jesus going all out. No, Jesus! Well, this Jesus isn't going to be revived the third day. Who is... Ah! It's all his fault. Why do you have to try and steal the treasure? Why do you have to spot him with that box? I went to his storeroom after the morning dance. It's all his fault. I had to because that blackout. And I had no time to read it, sorry. I could have let my secret get out. Nobody could have known the treasure box was empty. Let's see the other thing. So for it's his fault I had to cast that blackout and clock him good. Couldn't let my secret get out. Nobody could know the treasure box was empty. Because my position as head monk. Who knows what else they do to me? I had to stop him. What a shocking development. Can scarcely believe me.
Nothing like this has ever happened since the Daisy Act was enacted 20 years ago. No, my perfect and blemished record destroyed. Incredible pain, ruined. No! Bald! Did the lawyer really win? No, you really can't believe it. No way, this can't be happening. Peace, I said peace. Honestly speaking, I'm as sharp as everyone else. But the truth has been made known, so it's time for me to give my verdict. In the name of the Holy Mother, this court find the accused. I'll be your guide. Not guilty. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Is this normal? Phoenix, how are you not questioning this? April 24, 1:36 p.m. High Court of Crime. Just lobby. There's still quite a commotion. We're in the garage, show no signs of clearing out. Can you believe it? Not guilty? Still in shock. Can you believe that guy? Can't feel everybody's eyes on me. This can't be happening. It's impossible. Oh, Holy Mother, preserve us. The scene, I've been in the lobby quite uncomfortable. Mr. Wright! Oh, I'll buy. I'll be. Thank you so much for what you did for me. Dog noises. Yes, I'm glad it turned out okay. It was touch and go there for a while. Really sorry, Mr. Wright. I had a really hard time trusting you at first. That's okay, I'll buy. You know how unpopular lawyers are in this country. But how did I ever get this way? How did it ever get this way in the first place? Allow me to explain. At least I wish I could explain. I don't really know why. I never questioned it before today. By the time I was one, all the lawyers were already gone. Far back as I can remember, predicts have been based on her polymerase insight. Right, well. The royal priestess. You would imply that the trials of this country are unfair? Do explain, outsider? How verdicts founded on the truth inspired by the very source of the dead lack impartiality? For her part, I'm sure she really believes in what she says, but even with her benevolent divination since lawyers are still necessary. Without proper defense, people could easily wind up receiving a wrongful conviction. It's the right. Shh. Huh? Don't say that so loud. People might think you're a rebel. You could be arrested. A rebel? That's right, one of those people going against our queen and our court system. Yeah, I get that. They call themselves the Defiance Dragon. They are led by a scary guy named Dirk. He'll do anything to overthrow her eminence, even commit crimes. Dirk. I don't know people in the gallery mentioning that name. Dirk or Dirky. Dirky sounds weird. Ninjas or things sound all like the stuff they say. You're not scary like Dirk, that Dirk guy. Poor intrusion. Oh! Who the fuck is this guy? You. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. See? Flight, is it? Right, sir. Phoenix Wright. And you are? I'm the Kurain's Minister of Justice. The name is Inga Karkul Kurain. I will see a holy awesome. Sivan was watching that three-ringed circus in there. You were? Well, Minister of Justice. He's in charge of the entire court system, the French culpability act and all. Minister Inga, how are you, sir? Run along, mini monk. We're not talking here. Yes, sir. I'm very sorry, sir. May I help you with something? That's right, a good look at you. It's like you're exactly a dime a dozen around here. Well, then. He says he hired me like some kind of exotic creature in a cage. Yeah, I might as well share this little morsel with you. Turns out Raw was a seasoned thief. Repeat offender, see? I made men look into it. They found all of the booty pilfered right there in his digs. But he seemed like such a nice man. Why, Mr. Raw? Why? Yes, he was doing it for the family. A mook. A mook? How could you say that? Yeah, that kind of sob story gets your common folk all misty-eyed, huh? Anyway, another thing. Had my men check out that understanding fella too. It's the one who's with the sticky fingers. It's the insurgents. What? They pulled the squeeze on our head monk apparently. We gave up the Thunderstone and tried to keep it hush-hush. Oh, I see. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, say, White. A cute little number you pulled in my courtroom today, wasn't it? There's not guilty ruling 33 years. I'm making waves, see? Stirring the pot. Catch my drift. Oh, well, I just need for now. Thanks to that song and dance, we know our precious national treasure got nicked. You're gonna call it was a little slight this time. Lady was the friend accused. You do best to read between the lines here, chump. You're standing on thin ice. You catch my drift? Indeed, not good-looking punk knows to cash in his chips before the house steps in. Do both of us a favor. Keep an eye on the path you're walking down. You don't know whose toes you might be stepping on. This ain't your turf, buddy. Never forget whose soul you're standing on. Damn, this guy's shady as all hell. Yeah, he was kind of scary, wasn't he? Yeah, well, no need worry about it. There are more important things to think about, such as when we can continue the sightseeing tour. Sure! Oh, anytime, sir! We still have plenty of time till Miss Maya training ends. There's still a lot more temples to see, all kind of local foods to eat. I'll show you all the natural beauties of the area and all the wonderful stories for training. I will show you the breathtaking mountain view for the Plaza of Devotion Lake. And the place of all right, slow down. I'll buy. And there's plenty of time. When we're done with that all, we can go see Miss Maya together. Yeah, you bet. Oh yeah, I wonder how she's doing. Hope she's okay. I just ran out of breath. Hopefully another Faye doesn't die. Like, next to me. Oh, this doesn't look...
So, how about that not guilty, Dirk?
Huh? Oh, this is Dirk.
I heard.
Is Dirk the guy with the knife over?
Sounds like the winds of change are beginning to stir.
New episode has been added. The magical turnabout. Yeah, save game. Data. No! Shit! Okay. Gonna stop it. Gonna start it again. Gonna stop the recording now.